Yo, 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 yo. Pyramid plot from the bottom to the peak. Ash weaving lies, truth ain't weak. Naysayers squawking, no new speak. Scheme crumbling, cold shattered, bleak. Promises of wealth, gold feathered truth. OnPassive dreams, scans hollow booth. Eyes unblind, it's time to sleuth. Escape the web, find proof in youth. Time to bounce, leave the cult zone. Scheme falling, let it be known. Naysayers truth, our daggers thrown. Ash's kingdom, we're breaking the stone. Digital deceit on passive streets. Scams run deep, feel the beats. Investors cry, no way to eat. Unmasking this fraud, no repeats. Ash's words, smoke screen facade. Promises broken, dreams all charred. We've woken up, we're off guard. Breaking free, cut the cord, charred. Lies exposed, truth widely spoken. Chain reaction, web is broken. Freedom's here, scams out in the open. Naysayers rise, no more coping. Yeah. Lies exposed, truth widely spoken. Chain reaction, web is broken. Freedom's here, scams out in the open. Naysayers rise, no more coping. Blocks falling, schemes broken. Ash got him choking, wallets getting stolen. Promises of gold, dreams been molded. Naysayers expose lies, truth unfolded. Naysayers in the streets, Ash scam unravel. Wake up out the cold, time to travel. Speaking code, let the truth rattle. OnPassive's a joke, no need for babble. Promises, illusions, they got you in a daze. Webs out flashy, but heart full of haze. Fake riches, paper castles in a blaze. Ash's empire crumbling, end of the craze. Naysayers in the streets, Ash scam unravel. Wake up out the cold, time to travel. Speaking code, let the truth rattle. OnPassive's a joke, no need for babble. Promises, illusions, they got you in a daze. Webs out flashy, but heart full of haze. Fake riches, paper castles in a blaze. Ash's empire crumbling, end of the craze. Naysayers in the streets, Ash scam unravel. Wake up out the cold, time to travel. Speaking code, let the truth rattle. OnPassive's a joke, no need for babble. Spinning tales in the dark. Got folks in trance, hypnotized by the spark. Dim truth peeking, find your mark. No riches here, just an empty park. Preaching progress for reality twisted. OnPassive dreamers, naive and misfitted. Broken promises, karma never resisted. Naysayers saying, tell how we existed.
Still you'll catch your time, ain't mine. Naysayers don't play, we speak what's true. OnPassive scheme ain't meant for you. Ash got plans to steal your soul. We won't lead you down that hole. We rock, you know we won't stay by. Won't steal your cash, your time ain't mine. Ain't mine. Naysayers rise, we shine so bright. Truth cut deep in darkest night. Ash and his team wanna take what's yours. Pyramid built with hidden doors. Claims of wealth, but it's just a lie. We naysayers, we don't buy. Ash and his gang wanna take what's yours. Pyramid built with hidden doors. Claims of wealth, but it's just a lie. We naysayers, we don't buy. We won't be silent, gonna raise our voice. Speaking facts, ain't no choice. Break the chains of a dirty scheme. Naysayers live in the dream. Promises of gold, but all you get is smoke. Ash's empire, just a joke. Naysayers stand up, keep it real. We cut through lies like sharpened steel. We rock, you know we won't stay by. Won't steal your cash, your time ain't mine. night. Naysayers rise, we shine so bright. Truth cut deep in darkest night. Hey,
Karma's a bitch.
Queen of Karma.
Stop going there.
Hello, everyone. Hello, and happy FriYAY to all of my sayers of nay. How are you all doing today? I hope that you are all doing very, very well, and that you are ready to have a good time. I hope my sound's okay. I'm just going to double check it. I probably should have done that first, but I've had a crazy day. There we go. That's better. That's better for me anyway. I hope all of you are having a wonderful, wonderful end of the week. Alves is here, and it is scamming as always. And Salami, hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. I actually brought you up today while I was watching Danny. I just thought I would let you know because he was asking ChatGPT to do a breakdown of something for him that had to do with cult psychology, if you will. And I was like, Salami did that once in our Discord with something. And it was pretty spot on, I remember. You know? So I just thought I would tell you that. Hello, Violet. Good to see you. It's been so long. Violet was also watching Danny with me. It's been like 2 minutes. Hello, Daniel. Good to see you. You're present. And Joe is here. Greetings. Greetings, Joe. And Louisiana is here. Louisiana. I don't know why I just said that. So weird. I am so sorry. Sometimes I don't know why things come out of my mouth as they do. Did you guys like the intro? It is. I do like the intro. I know it's quite long. I try to make the other one shorter than this one. But like, I kind of jive with the songs. You know, it gets me in the mood for the FriYAYs. Nev is here. Good to see you. And if you have not checked out the Recovering Hunbot's latest live streams, please also do that this weekend. Sam is here, by the way. Sam's here, by the way. Good to see you. I'm glad that all of you could make it. ChatGPT, no. Right? You're in the weekend already. Yes, you're ahead of us, aren't you? You're quite far a bit ahead of us. Because it's only 7:30 here, and I believe where you are, it's at least the middle of the night, isn't it? So you are already on to Saturday. We are still on Friday, though, over here. So it is still FriYAY. But I do apologize for all of the people that are like a day ahead of us or, you know, several hours ahead. I realize that for you guys, it's more of a Saturday, a Saturday thing. But, you know, unfortunately, for the rest of us, thank you, Violet, you're a doll. So, I thought we would get started as usual. Listen, Tamagotchi, right now is not the time to be complaining. Sorry, my daughter got me one for my birthday because she had one. So, we both needed to have one. Most annoying fucking thing ever. But it's fun sometimes. It has a couple games on it. She asks me, you know, how he's doing sometimes. It's great fun, but it likes to beep at me a lot when I'm in the middle of something. Where I'm like hyper focused, like reading something, and then I'll be like, beep, beep, beep. I'm like, listen, now is not the time. All right, I already have a child. I don't need this thing beeping at me. But anyway, enough of that. We will get started with our usual meme review because the memes have not stopped, which I think is pretty cool. They've slowed down a little bit, but they are trickling out. You know, they have been. I haven't been hiding it. I keep telling you guys. Maybe one day we'll not have any left, but we still got some, so we're gonna keep going. Hey, 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 hey! From the steakhouse with two lovely ladies. He wishes. What happened to Chris's girlfriend? Everyone's wondering. Excuse me. Everyone's wondering because remember he was supposed to take a break to be with his girlfriend. Wasn't that what he was taking the break for? And then everyone was like, oh, he's on the RV, but his girlfriend's not there. And I was just kind of like, oh. I took a break from Chris for a bit. I was like, I need a break from this man. But I feel like next week, mid next week, because as I was saying in the chat, I am having another oral surgery tomorrow. So I'm going to be out of commission for a few days and unable to talk. Oh no, right? I know. Imagine me not being able to talk. And so probably mid next week, I thought it would be fun if we went through Chris's road trip. Also, I feel like by then there'll be enough content. A lot of the streams he's doing right now on his road trip are extremely short. So like it you know, there's a couple that I don't feel like you guys will care if we miss them, you know, like I feel like by mid next week, you know, the trip's been going for a couple weeks and there should be enough stuff. And I thought we would do a stream like just on Chris's road trip, you know? Chris is getting catfished by a woman in Colombia. Apparently. I want to know if he's mentioned this or he gave his money to Seeds Academy, not her, so she left. Is that the story? Probably. I could see it happening. Only to him, right? Only to him. All right, let's get started with our OnPassive meme review. Yeah, the OnPassive meme review. I like the meme reviews. I think it's important for us to, you know, keep track of the propaganda, if you will. Start off pretty simple, like usual. Although I'm not really sure what's going on here. OnPassive. OnPassive. In it to win it. And I think that's okay. Thank you so much, Violet, for the Czar 140. I appreciate you. Keep up the great work. I will. What creeps me out about this picture is this hand at the top of it, though. Now, I'm not sure what it's doing. I feel like maybe they thought it was doing the OK symbol. Listen, this is an AI picture. And thank you, Violet, for gifting the 5 memberships. If you got a Queen of Karma membership, then please do thank Violet. She's too kind. She's too kind to me. Too kind to me. Hey, Chris, good to see you. But okay, AI image, right? So I'm thinking, what was the prompt that this person put into the AI image? Probably do an OK hand symbol and then have a bunch of people, like, I don't know, standing around at the auditorium with a group of people and the OK hand signal or something. So then the AI just kind of put that hand there, but it looks like the hand wants to come and pluck some heads off, like we used to do to our Barbie dolls when we were younger. And that just kind of freaks me out. I'm like, what is the hand doing there? What is that about? Hello, Jelly. Good to see you. So, although it's a simple meme, it still creeps me out. I still find it creepy. And I don't know why they went French. I don't know what that's about. Good morning. In it to win it. Fist bump. Still with the OnPassive logo. I'm not really sure why they don't. Half of them seem to be accepting that OnPassive is over with. And there's a new direction company that's no longer being called the New Direction Company. So I keep calling it the non-New Direction Company because it doesn't have a name yet. So they just keep calling it the company now. It's ridiculous. Anyway, half of them are like, yes, OnPassive is no more. We have something new now. Then the other half just like refuse to accept that OnPassive is over with. Like they're like, no, listen, OMail is coming back. All right, we're going to have OTrim again, and my websites will work once more, which I've been wondering about this whole time. This entire time, the websites haven't been working since June 27th of 2024. We have not had anyone's websites working that used an OTrim link to make their websites because for some reason several people did. I'm sure they thought it was going to be around forever. There's a car alarm going off in the background. If you can hear that, I'm sorry. But I'm just like, what's going on with that? Are we bringing that back? Or like, are all these people now kissing goodbye to like all their websites? Like, there's a lot of questions about this new thing coming. And I feel like that might be part of the reason why these people refuse to let go. Because it's like there's some things kind of hanging on OnPassive existing and on like OTrim coming back, right? So like, what are you going to do? You're going to hold on to the dream. Like and it's not like they get in trouble for it or they're told, like, correct it or whatever. Like, hey, stop putting the OnPassive logo. Tanya hasn't been yelling at them as much. Oh, Skim. The company sounds like it's from a horror story. It does. Like, it sounds weird to just be like, the company is going to save all of humanity. So it's like, I don't like it. It sounds like a cult. It sounds exactly like a cult, though. Like, the company is a cult name to me. Right? I don't know. Jesus Christ, car alarm. Okay, listen, we have this one person, and they moved in, I'm guessing, or got this car alarm, like, start of the summer. Okay? It goes off every day. Every single day it goes off. I don't know how they haven't figured out how it's going off and stopped this yet. That would be, like, first thing on my list of things to do if I was them. So I apologize if you heard it. Usually, the sound out here only picks it up sometimes. I've noticed, because then when I watch my streams back, I don't hear it. And then I sound like a crazy person, because I'm like, hey guys, I'm sorry for the noise in the background. And sometimes the noise cancellation works better than others. It seems like Marty's gearing up to take a flamethrower to some of these OnPassive leaders. Also seems like he's slowly being over Ash. Good to see you, SDC, and I agree. Don't worry, we'll be touching on that. Oh, shit. Yes, oh, shit. I'm a bit behind in the Discord with all the gossip. Are they still turning on each other? A little bit. A little bit. Oh, he should, Agent. Don't know if he will, but I would so love to hear his secrets, right? Right? There's a new document in the SDC case, is there? Well, we will check that out as well. Yes, we will. Can't look at that anymore. I'm sorry. I just really can't. Violet, can you post that in the Discord, please? My dear. And here we have loading. OES. Again, the OnPassive logo. The OES. Is it called the... I thought so news now. I don't know. Ash Mufareh. And this was shared as an image, and it looks like there's like pink lettering cut off, so... I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I was gonna check it. I usually check it in the evenings because I've noticed that they post them late. So I was gonna check it this evening because I check it every like 2 or 3 days. So, since I was going to be out of commission for a few days, I'm trying to get a bunch of stuff done today, right? So at least there's good news. At least there is good news with that. So we'll definitely check that out after this. Thank you very much for posting it for me, because I can't get links on here in the StreamYard, and it would take me a lot longer to go to the court lister and then bring it all up right now. We don't need to waste any time, okay? So as soon as we're done the meme review, we will read through that. Don't you worry. I just decided to check, and there it was. Looks like they're about to submit the final judgment. We'll see what they say. We'll see what they say. So here's another meme. Let's get through the memes first. That's all right, Danny. You guys can stream me anytime. So this one made me giggle a lot because we're showing a building. They don't have an office. We already know the Hyderabad office, which moved to Internet City and then also got shut down over there. And then the Dubai office was shut down. So they have no offices. All the other ones have been getting shut down. The Egypt office, I believe, was part of Kamal's OnPassive. And I believe that I don't even know if that ever really was a building to open. You know, I know that he was talking about furniture and stuff for it. I feel like that was all hoopla. So there is no building. Yet for some reason, here we have like this big arrow pointing to a red sign. That's the funniest part to me. We didn't even do a blue and white sign, which are their alleged colors here for OnPassive, as you can see. It's like blue with the gold, you know. They got a lot of white there. Usually it's all like blue and white. And then they just like made a sign for the front of the building, but it's just like a text box that says OnPassive. And then they're like, OnPassive, empowering the future with AI. And I'm like, okay, but are you trying to say good morning, all friends there because you're like from the building? Are you trying to say that red area there, which we can very much see is not OnPassive, but another business, all right, something to do with a tour? I'm not really sure what the first two words say. It looks like mining set tour, and I don't know if that makes sense. It's AI most likely. But it's definitely not OnPassive. Like, they didn't even try, is my point. They didn't even try. At least try to make it look like OnPassive is on that building and that's their office if you're going to be claiming so. Because I know that to us, we see this and we're like, oh, what a joke, right? You know, like we see it right away. This isn't OnPassive, what a joke. But unfortunately, there are people out there that are going to see it and go, oh, that must be their office. There's even people within OnPassive, as you guys know, that will see this image and go, oh, we just announced a brand new office. Like, you have to be very careful of what you put out because of how people interpret things. And they never do this. Hello, kid. Good to see you. I think Al would do a better job creating this picture, right? It's like, what is this? That's supposed to be your new building. But unfortunately, people will eat it up. And it's a little bit of wishful thinking. Nothing's happened with this thing, really, right? In ages, in a year. They've just been sitting around. Like, no real company for 7. So any little thing that they can kind of hold on to, they're going to try and grasp. And so if this is something they can be excited about, just like these back office messages, which we all know are dumb, silly, the same thing over and over again. Like since it started, like he's just been saying the same thing since like New Year's, Christmas, like, you know, but for some reason it's so exciting every time. So it's like, guys, don't post up things like this. This is misleading because you know the person that made this image made the image. So they know that this isn't the office. And I can't help but be like, when you're doing this, you're doing it on purpose to mislead. And you know people are going to take this and be like, oh, that's our new office. So why do that to people Especially when everyone right now in OnPassive, right? They're all like, don't spread misinformation and all this, right? It's like, what are we doing? Like, it's like setting up people to fail, but they're supposed to be your family that you're setting up, you know? Don't do that to them. Could have done better in paint, probably. It really is, though. Like, it's like, couldn't even try with the sign or nothing. Nothing. They really don't care what they put out. They'll just deny it later, right? Right? My things in paint are truly, truly bad. Funny story, I drew my first profile and little character for my channel in paint. And it wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. Hello, Heather. Good to see you. I hope you're having a lovely start to your weekend. O News 7. Oh, yes. Like I said, the O News are just so exciting. So exciting that we're now creating new versions of Al. I guess this is Al version 372. At this point, I don't know. I miss the O robots. You know, the ones that look like dildos. There, I said it. They do. They were my favorite. But this guy's pretty cool. He looks like something that would show up in the Terminator movies. It's like, now they're AI. So, O News 7, OES. Again, this was just posted and they were like, yeah, it's back there. So excited. So excited. Boom! OnPassive. Ain't wasting time with this one. Mr. Mazadul Islam. So, there you have it. Although, you know, I feel like boom was kind of Marty's thing. Wasn't it? He used to go, boom, baby. Remember, that was a big thing when I was first covering OnPassive. Marty would say it like every single live stream. He would go, boom, baby. Sometimes he'd throw in an extra boom at the end. He'd be like, boom, baby, boom. So that's like kind of his thing. I don't like that. I don't like that. You guys are being jerks at this point. You know? I think Violet has a crush on the new version of Hal. This one's funny to me. O News 9. And we have Ash on this computer. I think we've seen this image before. I feel like we've already made fun of this image. I don't know if the eye was there, though. Just a random eye. I feel like the computer with Ash on it was there. And we were like, what is this? This is weird. But now the Ash on the wall and the eye, and of course some of this writing here has been added in. And I'm like, why would you just put an eye there? That's so weird. Is that supposed to be your third eye? Because I don't think yours is open. But you got Ash doing the peace sign. I believe that's also supposed to be Ash on the wall up there. Doesn't really look like him. It's like AI Ash from 30 years ago. And then we got this purple border, just wonderful purple. It's my favorite color. Has nothing to do with the OnPassive logo colors or anything, but I guess it works. And it says, checkpoint, congratulations, balloon. I don't know why we're skydiving. Parachutes, that's not good. That makes me worry. Balloon to those who completed the survey on time. They are getting ready to move into their new homes. And then it has what looks like the Washington State building. Boom! Explosion. Right? We got the explosion. Rocket. Boom! So, woo! Big news. I'm not really sure what it means, though, when you say, like, they're getting ready to move into their new homes. That might be a translation thing, though. Maybe in their language, move on to the next phase sort of translates into that. But I think that's what they're going for, you know? We're getting ready to move on. Or they're talking about everyone's about to buy a mansion. Because they're all going to be rich from OnPassive. I guess it could be either or. Boom, ba-ba, boom. He was only shouting boom to hide the sound of his farts. Then we have this now. This was a video, and for some reason, when I tried to download it, it wouldn't download, and it was too short for me to get out the recording app and like record it. So I just screenshotted it. It was this image, and there's money like flying all over from the sky, you know, and she has gold coming out of her hand here. It looks like the sand, like she's in a desert, but it's a desert of gold, you know. And it says, money is attracted, I believe that's attracted, to your energy and flows to you constantly. OnPassive, and I was like, I don't know what OnPassive this is. I don't know. I don't know what OnPassive this is. Not the OnPassive I know. What money? Flowing when? Constantly? Yeah, okay. That's what got Marty kicked out. Apparently. So I don't know. Keep that to yourself if you're getting money and you're in OnPassive, I guess. But then there was this one. Speaking of money and OnPassive, we have a straight up illegal income claim already. Most survey hasn't even been fully released yet. It's just been announced. And we already have illegal income claims going on here. I don't know what this is. But they're saying OnPassive. All right. $100 million on passive per month income. I don't know what that means. For who? $700 founders per month income. I guess they mean OnPassive, the company as a whole will make that much per month, and then each founder will get $700. And then it's like $1 per hour, which that's not great. I kind of like, that's not, I wouldn't, right? Maybe leave that one out. Yeah, you know, like if you're already trying to manipulate by claiming that they're going to make this much money, because they're not going to make $700 even. And OnPassive is definitely not making anything near that. Even with all the people who believed in the products buying in, they only made $108 million. So I don't know if, I guess maybe again. Maybe, I don't know though. I think it'll be less than that this time though. But $1 per hour, man. That also, like, how many hours are we working? I don't know. It's a lot. It's Goldilocks. OnPassive never went into the correct vibration. I remember one of your videos, some cult was big on that. Yeah, that was probably Love as One. Love as One is big on that. The vibration stuff. There's a few of them, though, that are really into, like, the Galactic Federation of Light is a great time. And it's basically, like, the federation that does all of the vibration and, like, light work with people. And then if you follow it, it will lead you to, like, 50 different cults that all, like, follow what it teaches. It's crazy. Crazy sauce. That math isn't, so I don't know either. I don't do math, but I know that math is wrong. You know? I was just like, you know, we're working 700 hours a month. Howdy, hey everyone. Hello, little Miss Lulu. You know? I guess a US buck an hour in India or Nigeria isn't too bad. It isn't. It isn't. That's the thing though, right? It is a lot too if you're in Pakistan. Yeah. Yeah, but it's not a lot here. It's not a lot here. And honestly, you should be making more than that if you're in an MLM and these are so profitable. You know, they can make that much money. Why are they only paying you $1 an hour? It's like the only industry that doesn't have to follow labor laws and pay the people that they technically hire, right? And I just think that if you are an independent contractor, there should still be some protections for you. And one of them should be in terms of wages to some extent. You should not be able to pay people pennies, right? It's bullshit, this is. Hello, sweet. Good to see you. I'll be surprised, though, if they even make $1 per hour. But it's like, maybe you should wait and, like, get your first bit of commissions before we talk about what we're going to make. Because you don't know. So right now, this is just an illegal income claim. That's all it is. And they just keep going. Reaching my golden apple, OnPassive, artificial intelligent, Ash Mufareh Nuno Santos. When you read it like that, then it's true. But otherwise, I don't think that's what they were trying to say. I don't think they were saying that Ash and Nuno had artificial intelligence. The apple, OnPassive artificial intelligence, is gold. It's a golden apple. Too bad Snow White didn't get that apple, I guess. But technically, right, they're saying, remember the apples are representing money. So you didn't really need to make it gold, but here we are. You're like, we need to make sure that they get the imagery for sure. All right? They need to get it. So here we are with a golden apple. And it says, basically, we're going to make a lot of money here. That's what this means. Come join us. We're going to make a lot of money. Thank you, Danny, for the $5 New Zealand dollars. 5 hours for you. Woohoo! 5 hours of pay. I'm rich. I'm rich, bitch. I quit. No, I'm joking. You know, just like, what is this, though? If I saw this, I think that they were selling apples. I'd be like, that's weird. Why are they talking about intelligence? Then we have this one. This looks like something from an acid trip. And it says, for a long journey, the new car takes us to the final destination, which is apparently the sun. And I just don't think that we should head there. And remember, we're hot, hot, hot. So that was the theme in the last stream. Everything was hot, hot, hot. OnPassive is so hot. So I guess we were staying in that theme. I'm OnPassive rich. MLM rich. Woo! So, you know, this is the journey to nowhere. Dead end. Dead end. Then we have this one, OnPassive. Coming soon. Big and better. Stay tuned. Big and better, stay tuned, it says. And I'm like, all right, Vinny. You've been saying that for a very long time. But I like how, like, they're claiming it's bigger and all they know about this new company so far, other than it's Ash's company that they're all joining, and they hope that they'll all get rich from it, right, and save humanity. The only thing they know is that they have a survey app. Like, when you compare that to what they had before, it's less than. So, to me, this is false advertising. Because I'm like, not based on what we know right now. Right? Like, I wouldn't say bigger and better yet. Or big and better. Awful grammar here. But, you know, again, translation issue might be. Yeah, fire, 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 fire. That was Muhammad Kamal that did that. That was great. That was when he was in front of the Burj and he was telling us all about how happy he was that him and his employees were all working out of the Burj Khalifa. But instead of actually doing it from the office inside the Burj Khalifa, he was miles away standing in front of it. Like, I love working here at this building in the distance behind me. I swear that's where we're working. Yeah. We're on fire, 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 fire. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah, that was fun times. We miss him. We miss him. You know? So excited for it coming soon. You know? It's been coming soon for 7 years. Like, I'm starting to not believe you. Yeah, it's Final Destination, yeah. Literally, though. And then this one made me laugh. Now, at first, when I first saw this at first glance, I giggled to myself for a second because all I could think was, oh, did they ask the AI to do, like, AI with patience, but then it gave them AI and patience with a T, you know, the difference. So that kind of made me laugh a little bit. But then I read the words and I was like, oh, maybe they wanted this picture. Interesting choice, you know? Because it says, after the intervention, we will return stronger and more capable of uplifting humanity. Ash Mufareh. And then, of course, on the side, Nuno Santos. So then I was like, oh, this is supposed to be an intervention where they're like laying at the hospital. I don't think they know what an intervention is, but okay. Yeah, they're intervening and doing surgery on this poor woman? Did she sign a consent form for that? I'm a little worried. I don't know if we can trust robots to just do this on their own. I mean, there's one nurse in there, but someone call somebody. Somebody needs to be called to stop this. That's all I know. That's nightmare fuel. It really is. It really is, though. That's not how an intervention works. Well, that's not how the shows used to show them, eh? You remember that show Intervention on television? Theirs might have been a little darker. But this is darker. I don't know. Are they cutting into this woman? What's going on? Love the use of intervention here, right? Like, we're trying to give you guys an intervention, get you out of the cults. I think those robots are going to unalive that lady. We need to call somebody, okay? Like, whatever is going on here, I know it's not supposed to happen. We need to intervene. That's what I'm thinking. I think you're right. Yeah, I think they might have meant to. Is it called intervention, maybe? Maybe. Intervention means we'll turn you into a new Hunbot with us. Oh no. No intervention until she does KYC. Right? I don't know. I'm kind of like, I think they were going for this. I have to just accept that this is what they actually did want. You know? You know? Dr. Phil did some interventions. Yeah, I don't trust any of these TV people that say that they're doing that. Because it always ends up, producers always make it more about entertainment than actually helping the people. That's my issue. Always. Always. Entertainment comes first before the help. And even with Dr. Phil. I like to believe that there was a time where Dr. Phil cared about people and wanted to help, but I can't tell you if that existed. I did used to watch his show when I was doing my social service worker in college, though, because sometimes he did interventions at the start of his show, like when he was first on TV, way back in the early 2000s to about 2010s or so. It was like, he was all right. He used to sometimes do therapeutic interventions, the short versions of them. It would be just once with the person on his show, but still, you would get to see it being done. And there were some days where I would like watch his show and I'd be like, hey, I learned how to do this in school. So I know that there was a time that he was doing some real counseling stuff, at least sort of on television. But I don't know if he was ever actually like helping any of these people. I doubt it very much. That's a sad case to me, the Cash Me Outside girl. It's a sad case to me because the whole time I was like old enough by the time she went on to be like, Lord, this poor girl is going to regret this entire show one day. I don't know why her mother is letting her do this to herself, you know? But I knew someone that ended up on Maury, so like I ain't judging her for that. That's all I gotta say. Here we have Ash Mufareh. Our life will be changed very soon. The fire is coming. You might notice the last time we saw this picture, Marty's face was in the place of Susie's face. So they've replaced Marty with Susie now. The fire is coming. See, we're still in the fire thing. Everything's hot, hot, hot. true, right? She's worth 50 million. Yeah, no, it worked out for her in the end. It's just, you know, I don't know. Dr. Phil is no Tony Robbins, but I feel like he's trying to help people. Maury is awesome. Yeah, it wasn't a baby mama drama one. It was one of those troubled teen ones. I know somebody who ended up on one of those shows. You know? Are they going to start coloring Julie's hair black like they do Ash's hair? Good question. They tend to just use old pictures of her like this one that you see here instead. You know? Yeah, there were thousands with Maury's show. It was quite a large operation. You'd see them all and be like, what the? OnPassive! King of the internet. Now, the funniest part about this, though, is up at the top. You'll notice it says OnPassive Tigers is not tigers, like plural. No, like OnPassive, the tiger belongs to. The OnPassive king of the internet belongs to the tiger. The OnPassive tiger. I like that. I think that's funny. Because it says tigers and there's the tigers there, but then it has like the lion for Ash. Like, no, Ash is still the king of the jungle. It just makes me laugh. So OnPassive king of internet, not the internet. I'm so sorry for making it grammatically correct. How dare I? OnPassive AI technology and automation. So they're going to automate the OnPassive AI technology and automation. So that's good news. It's either a lion or it's a loin. That's right. That's right. I think we downloaded the wrong version of the Lion King. You get a refund for that one. Lord. But this picture of Ash makes me laugh because, like, what is he doing with his arm here? I know it's kind of hard to see because it's sort of hidden behind, like, the letters, but the way he has a chicken wing. He's holding his arm like it's a chicken wing arm. And I'm just like, what is he doing? Like, once again, why did we go with this picture? Of all the pictures of Ash that we could have picked, you know, here we are. It's the Lion King. Boom, boom. That's right. It really is, though. They weren't done with Ash, you know? Because then there was this. Real God, Mr. Ash Mufareh, sir. CEO, founder of OnPassive. Real God. Real God. It's his T-Rex arm, that's right. That Ash guy is a loser. This is the worst celebrity squares ever. I'm changing the channel. But okay, this was a video. Another one that was a video, and I could have downloaded it, but I thought I would spare you because the hearts were like bursting out. It was a lot. And the music for it was very like lovey-dovey. And I was like, that's too much for me. That's too much for my brain. But it was only like 3 seconds. It was very bizarre. But real God. So there's that. Yeah, no, I'm not, but they probably are. One of the worst I've seen, right? Wow. On the 9th day, Ash created a scam. The rest of the time, what was he doing? Was he just sitting around? From day 1 to 8, Ash just sat at his computer every once in a while, texting Marty and Chris, telling them it's coming soon. Everything's going awesome. And then on the 9th day, He created the O survey and the new scam. But yeah, real God. Now, some of these pictures are kind of funny. Some of them we're pretty used to seeing. The one in the center, the one on the top right corner there, like the one at the bottom left corner. Those ones we've seen a bazillion times. There was a time where those were the only two pictures of Ash Mufareh that were on the internet for a while that they were using. He used to just take his head off of those two pictures and like put them on other bodies. It was great. And then I guess they figured out how to like screen cap and get pictures of him during his webinars and whatnot, right? But some of these are kind of creepy. Like, far right column in the middle, Ash looks kind of scared in that picture. That's a weird one. Same with the far left column in the middle picture there. He looks like he's looking down and he's scared. And then at the bottom in the middle, we have him praying, it looks like. Right above where it says, Real God, Mr. Ash Mufareh, sir. I have to say, who is he praying to then? If he is the God, who's he praying to? Geez, should we all be worried? Like, what do we do when the God starts praying? Has any religion ever touched on this? You know, I feel like that's when, well, the end of the world is coming. All right, it's time to go get Bob Larson. We need him to read us Deuteronomy. That's it. It's over. We need to pack it up. So, I don't like this. I don't like this claim that he's a real God. Because I think a lot of people hoped that them saying God of the internet, there's a little irony to it, you know, a little sarcasm. They just meant he was going to release some really great tech products, you know, and you know, although there's been signs that they think of him as a Messiah and as God, I think that everyone kind of hopes that most don't, that they don't actually think that. So then when we see it in writing, and someone actually saying it, whether it's in our chat or in our comment section or in an image like this, you kind of go, oh, whoa. Oh, yeah, no, they actually do believe this. So, I know who, Dark Powers, likely. I know, like, feel like we should be worried, though. Whoever it is, it's probably not good. Mormons think God was once human like us and had a God and went through mortality like us, and that we can become God-like our God in an infinite God granddaddy chain. Very, very similar to a lot of the other cults as well. A lot of like things like Ekankar, they believe that you are a God and that your soul wants to be close to the God, but you're still like kind of a God because your soul is special. And then you go through many lives, and each life you're supposed to work on getting your soul more perfect so that you can then go and join your soul with God's soul to be the ultimate God. Like he's a God Power Ranger or something that like morphs into a super mega. Like, I don't even know. It's just kind of crazy. Or they think that they are gods. There's some cults out here that are like, we're gods having a human experience. That's fun. I love coming across those ones where they're like, we're all gods. And I'm like, all of us? They're like, yeah, like everybody on the earth is pretty much a god. And they're just borrowing a body right now to have a human experience, they call it. They call it a human experience. I've started calling it that because it makes me laugh when people say life is a human experience. I'm like, what a way to put that. So that's quite common of a belief system among cults. Where have all the good men gone and where are all the gods? We need a hero. We do. Did you guys just see Marty's holding a private webinar at 10 p.m. for what I assume is a new scam Zoom, not recorded? Yeah, he's into the safe club right now. For now. Eck! That's right, Eck. Satanists view themselves as both good and bad, so both God and devil. At least that balances out. Right? The OnPassivians believe they own a company, right? And that this guy's a real god somehow. I don't know what he is the god of. The god of scales. The god of scales. But yeah, real god. Just don't like it. Don't like it at all. And then there was the image of Ash doing blackface. I don't know what else to call this. I don't know why they did this, but OnPassive, and it has some people going upstairs to the recycling symbol, which is a little bit weird. That's a recycling symbol where I'm from. It looks like it's supposed to say like infinity, like ongoing around and around and around though. We got an arrow pointing up. We got the money there. The steps that will lead us to success. But then we have our O-boss, which I haven't heard that, at least not in a long time. Our O-boss, Ash Mufareh. And I'm like, that's not Ash Mufareh. Who's this guy? Maybe he's better. Maybe he could actually get out a fucking product. Maybe we should hire this guy instead. You know, but it's just like, who is this? And why are we doing this? What prompt did you put in to get this? This is bizarre. This is weird. It's Jimmy Kimmel. The O-boss. Yes, the O-boss. So I'm kind of like, I don't know what we were doing here, but that wasn't good. Don't do this. Just don't do it. Just don't do it, you know? Chris Johnson, the other day, was trying to get people to come join OnPassive on his Facebook. And I caught him. He was telling other people to go and get people to come and join. Because now they're all like, wait, well, we have a survey. We're about to launch. This is going to be great. Again, for like, I don't know, this is like the 5th time since I've been covering them that they've been launching. But he says, so many people are looking to get away from the jobs they have, the freedom they deserve. Start talking, founders. The line is long. And imagine if every single person in the world quit their job tomorrow to join OnPassive. That would be fucking awful. We do not want that. That's actually bad. It's actually bad. We need people who are not in OnPassive. We need workers. We need people to work in our world. You know, we need doctors. What if all the doctors quit tomorrow? That's very problematic. That is something we cannot add. But people that are in this industry, this MLM industry, they get this idea in their head that everybody does not want to work. Nobody wants to work, but everyone wants to make money. So everyone would quit their job to come and do this and make money, not having to work. Like every single person in the world. And I'm like, okay, but again, then how would things run? Like, how do you think society exists right now? Like, we just wouldn't have anyone working ever? Like, I guess we would have to have all self-checkout at the grocery stores. Are we going to have robots as security guards? Like, what is happening? What about working at the banks? What's going to happen to the banks? There's just a lot of questions, right? When they start talking about how that's how the world should be. Everyone on vacation 24/7, but then all making money somehow. And it's everyone. It's like, okay, Chris, good luck with that. But it's just like him telling other people to do it too. It's like, oh, great. Does that start again now? Yay. Can't wait for Chris's training sessions. That should be good. You know, Marty pretty much carried him in this thing. But anyway. They shame the 9-to-5 corporate jobs, but MLMs still have a corporate side with 9-to-5 workers. Exactly. And this is the thing they don't understand, right? And like the tech team that's working for OnPassive to make their products, are they going to quit? Nobody has to work, right? It's like think about it. And a lot of and the MLMs have like customer service, and they'll have literally a call center for customer service. Like I used to do a lot of customer service where I went to school. So I'm like, what about all those people? They all suck. I work in a prison. Great job, though. I like my job, and one could argue it's essential. Yeah, like, what are we going to do if Nev quits? And every single person that Nev works with quits their job as a corrections officer, a therapist, a security guard in the prisons. There's all kinds of jobs in prisons. Sometimes they have doctors and nurses even that work in the prison. What if they all just walk out of the prison? That's not good. We can't have that. You know, like it's like a lot of people like working too, by the way. There are people that are like, I love my job. I like what I do. That's why I chose to do it. And they enjoy working. I have to be doing something. I can't just be on vacation 24/7. That would drive me insane. So it's like, you know, a lot of people are like that. What about those people? Like, well, you just don't want us to do anything? That would be awful. And I would not be happy in my life if I wasn't doing something that pushed me in some way, challenged me, educated me, etc. I have to do things in my life that do that. Otherwise, I feel unfulfilled. And it's like, you know, a lot of people find that in a 9-to-5 job that they do. And so, like, what? Are they just supposed to not be fulfilled anymore? Like, because again, that's not what everybody wants. Not everybody wants that. And not everybody wants to run a company. They act like everybody wants to be the CEO of something. No, there's lots of people who are like, I would never be able to do the CEO job because I wouldn't be able to fire people. I know I would suck at that. I would not be able to bring someone in my office to fire them. They'd be like, oh no, how am I going to feed my family now? I'd be like, you know what? You're right. We'll just forget. We'll just never mind. You're hired again. And we'll see you tomorrow. Take the rest of the day off paid. I would not be able to do that kind of work. So, you know, being an actual CEO, by the way, takes actual work. Ash Mufareh. And hard decision makings and all that kind of stuff. And there's lots of people who are like, I don't want that responsibility. You know? I don't want that responsibility. And that's fine. We're going to force them to come and be in OnPassive and be running a business, you know? I work in a Chinese takeaway. I like it. I get paid. Exactly. And that's fine. That's good work. But again, restaurants and stuff, like, okay, when we're on vacation, are we just all sitting at home? Because everyone's on vacation, so nothing's running. Nothing's working. I can't get on an airplane then and travel. So how's this world going to run then? If everybody's on vacation. They don't think of these things. They're just like, that's what the world needs. And it's like, no, fixing everybody's problems is not that easy. I used to work full time, and now I only dog and cat sit and listen to Queen. You poor thing. I hate not working. Yeah, like a lot of people retire and they feel like lost for a bit. They're like, I don't know what to do with my fucking time because I actually enjoyed working. And now I do not work. And I have the whole day. And what the fuck am I supposed to do with all that time? I remember my grandparents going through that. My dad's gone through that a bit. My dad was like, I'm going to start doing consulting. Because I am not going to just be doing nothing. I need to leave the house at least a couple times a week. Or else I will go insane. I was living with my mom. Jeez, yeah, you do. So, you know, some people, they like to work. And I don't think that they should be forced into this. Especially if it's this one. Lord. I work 2 jobs and I'm criminally underpaid. We'll go and ask them for a raise and tell them that they owe you a raise. You know, I go literally crazy not doing anything. Exactly. A lot of people do though. Like a lot of people have a sense of purpose in doing something like every day that is like work. Even if it isn't work, it's like work. And I feel like maybe MLMs do attract some of those people. But it's not good. You don't want to go join one of these just to keep yourself busy. You know, it's better to have a job than it is to do this. I should also let you know that Chris made it to go visit Mike and Dan, and I think Mike was drunk because I don't know what's going on in this picture. But I did want to show you he did make it there okay. Because the other day we watched him, and it looked like he was crashing. That was the last stream that he had played. So, you know, I just wanted to give you a peace of mind that Chris is all right. He's red-faced as ever, probably shit-faced because this is a bar, and they are seeming to have a good time. So, you know, yeah, tell them that I told them to give you a raise. You know, be like, listen, Queen of Karma says that you should give me a raise. And if they're like, who's that? Be like, just trust me, you want to give me a raise. See how good he didn't crash, exactly. Dan's hand is huge. It really is. But it does look like Chris is having to hold up Mike, so it's a good thing he made it there. Otherwise, how would Mike be able to stand? You know? Thank God he made it. This was fun. This was good. Got this meme. This lovely meme here. Get ready for the new internet coming soon. India. Pardeep here. But Ludmilla. I don't know what happened. Ludmilla probably did it first, but I could only find this one. And then Mr. Gouda. There he is, Violet. Mr. Gouda had to show up. And he had to put his face on there. And say, no, actually, this meme belongs to me. Mr. Cheese, as Violet called him earlier. Mr. Gouda, it's my meme. I actually made it. But that wasn't it. Because then this guy, I'm not going to pronounce this name. I'm not even going to try. We'll just call him Noor. Noor ran a train on all of them. He came up and said, fuck you guys, move on over. I'm taking over this meme. This is actually my meme. And I like to think that they like just layer it on top of the person that was underneath them. I don't know why. But it was great fun. Great fun. He looks like Asian Ben Shapiro. Kinda does. I won't lie. He does. I'm happy with the old internet. Right? What was wrong with the old internet? I'm good. We don't need you. Thanks, Ash. Ash looks like he's never been in the sun. That's not Ash. That's Pardeep. It does kind of look like Ash, though, when you ask AI to give you an image of Ash, because I've been playing around with the images of AI. Because Danny is like, use AI images on the blog. And he's been trying to teach me how to do the images. And I asked it to make me an image of Ash. And it kept giving me him with... He basically looked like Pardeep here. And he always had a full beard. And I was like, where are they getting this beard from? Why do they keep putting a damn beard on him? It was so annoying. But yeah, no, easy mistake to make. Wait, that last guy is an engineer? No. It's like, never run an Indian. I don't know. But that was great fun. It's just funny to see them because they all post it like one after the other. And you're like, why are all of these the same? They just steal memes off of each other the whole time. It's hilarious. I love it for them. I really do. Gotta love it for them. And that is it for this week's
OnPassive Meme Review!
So yeah, that was it for their meme review. I hope you guys enjoyed that. There was some good ones there. Some alright ones. Now I think you guys want me to go and check out the new information in this case. This case right here. Alright, I'll stop being dumb now. So I guess this was filed yesterday. The SEC versus Ash Mufareh and his wife. And it says, Plaintiff Securities and Exchange Commission's unopposed motion to reopen case and for leave to file proposed final judgment. Plaintiff U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, respectfully moves to 1. Reopen this case for entry of final judgment against defendants and OnPassive LLC collectively defendants, and 2, for leave to submit the proposed final judgment in conjunction with a motion for entry of final judgment. All right. So it says here, continues on March 5th, 2025, the parties filed a joint motion to stay the case on grounds that an agreement in principle on the material terms of a proposed settlement has been reached. On March 6, 2025, this court granted the motion to stay and directed the clerk to administratively close the case. On May 7th, 2025, and July 7th, 2025, the parties filed joint notices advising the court that settlement discussions were ongoing. The SEC now represents that defendants have each consented to the entry of a proposed final judgment that will fully resolve the case against defendants and relief defendant in this matter, except that the court shall retain jurisdiction to enforce the terms of the final judgment. So, for these reasons, the SEC respectfully requests that the court grant this motion to reopen the case for the limited purpose of entering final judgment and for leave to submit the proposed final judgment in the form which has been agreed to by the parties. Local Rule 3.01G certification. Undersigned counsel conferred with counsel for the defendants who do not oppose the relief sought in this motion. Respectfully submitted on August 7th. I hereby certify that on August 7th, 2025, the foregoing unopposed motion was served upon counsel of record for defendants via the court's ECF system. So the case has been reopened, and it sounds like they have reached an agreement that they say should fix this up, which I'm wondering if that means that Ash has agreed to shut it down. The relief is, it could be money. We'll have to see. The main thing was to shut down OnPassive. Then it was also, to, the defense does not oppose the relief sought in this motion. Does that mean Ash will have to give back the money, or is it just the relief to enter the motion? It means that they have come to an agreement that includes what was mentioned in the relief. The relief included Ash shutting down OnPassive, so it could just be that. It included the director's bar on Ash. That was also part of the relief. The relief is technically everything that the SEC wanted from Ash in order to make this right. So it also does include repaying back the money. That does not mean, though, however, unfortunately, we don't know what in the relief was agreed upon right now. It was a settlement agreement. So that means they got together and they mediated it finally, basically, is what it means. So it could be one or all of those things in front of the court now and present the settlement. Now, the court still has the ability to be like, no, I don't like it. Or the court will be like, yeah, that's fine, let's do it. But it is ultimately the judge and the court that has to sort of like decide this. They come to an agreement, they take it to the court says, yeah. Or it's not very often, but sometimes the judge will be like, no, I actually want to take this to trial, fuck that. He's effectively shut down anyway as far as the OnPassive company, but by a court order, maybe. Now, see, this is what I mean. I wonder if with a court order, if any spread or like marketing of OnPassive then would become like going against his court order, talking about it would be considered going against a court order. These are all things that they probably worked out in this settlement. It just means that Ash has agreed to something and they've agreed to it. And so we'll have to wait and see. Unfortunately, that's all the information that we have on it right now. So, unfortunately, I don't think they put anything else up. I'll double check. Yeah, now it's just basically to reopen it. That's the only one. But I just double checked quickly. So they were going to bar him from that, and that's still on the table. I don't know. Again, it's a settlement, so they might have said, okay, if you shut down OnPassive and pay back the money, we'll take away the director's bar. But that does not mean that if he does start up another company, he doesn't have to follow the law. He breaks the law with a new company if they don't do the director's bar on him. Then they'll just come after him again. And he will be on their radar more than ever. So, like, it would be best for him if he shut down OnPassive, pay back the money, and then never ran another scam again. Because they're going to be watching it. That's kind of what happened with the SEC. Is that they've been watching him since, like, Ash Max and all that. And he just kept going and going and going. And then finally, basically what happened is with OnPassive, he finally collected enough money that it mattered. And so what he did, you know, they were like, all right, let's get him now. Fuck this guy. It's kind of what happened here. So I can't give you any answers. I have no clue. We have read over all of the documents though. So, I mean, you guys know what they offered and what they wanted for relief. You know, Ash didn't want to do any of it at first. So, you know, they'll try to get him to agree to it before they Because the problem is, if the SEC puts it on him and he doesn't agree to it, he probably won't follow it anyway. So they always go, oh, well, if we can get him to agree to it, then we'll put the other thing off the table, because then, you know, he'll actually be working with us and it'll be a better outcome, and blah, blah, blah. Whereas I'm like, no, throw the hammer at them. Like, make them stop. Screw this guy, you know? It's just, whatever. Whatever. So we will know. We will know shortly. And as soon as we know, we will definitely let you all know. Yes, we will. I think we're going to take a moment and we're going to do a little dancing diaper baby break.
Love, one mission.
Woo!
Let's get together in unity. Panicked by the moment, lost in the pain. But the wise man walks where the long road leads. One vision, one mission, people get ready. One future, one truth, can you feel it steady? No more now syndrome, clouding the view. We're building tomorrow, and it starts with you. Oh yes, we rise. Oh yes, we stand. One heart, one hand across the land. Mr. Ash Mufareh, walking with a plan so pure, not to sell your soul, but to open the door. Decentralized power, AI with care. Tech that lifts the poor, not just the square. No shareholders screaming, more, more, more. Just founders and users, family at the core. From Cincinnati streets to the global stream, he's building a future that's more than a dream. One mission, people get ready. One future, one truth, can you feel it steady? No more clouding the view. We're building tomorrow, and it starts with you. Oh yes, we rise. Oh yes, we stand. One heart, one hand across the land. The world wants fast money, quick fame, instant glory. But greatness takes patience. Greatness takes purpose. Greatness takes love. So if you're tired of the lies, if you're tired of the games, ready for a future that honors your name, then stand up, speak true, and walk with the vision. Smart cities breathe with a cleaner beat. XR schools where the children meet. Biometrics guard with a DNA key. Health tech that watches you and me. No more data sold like sugar in the night. No more algorithms stealing your light. Ash brought a system built on trust, where the user's not the product, but the plus. One vision, one mission, people get ready. One future, one truth, can you feel it steady? No more now syndrome, clouding the view. We're building tomorrow, and it starts with you. Oh yes, we rise. Oh yes, we stand. One heart, one hand across the land. One vision, one dream, one team, one family. People, get ready. The future is now, and it's beautiful. One love, one light, one fight for what is right.
What a song that was. That was one of their newest ones. They gave us the Dancing Diaper Babies, but it's been a little while since they've done a Dancing Diaper Baby song. Speaking of Bill Must and John White, they uploaded quite the interesting video.
His new venture is making its grand entrance into the digital realm at a time when many are hesitant about online engagements due to financial concerns. Ash Mufareh का नया
Financial concerns, if that's what you want to say it is. Mm-hmm. They already paid for
के
it.
कारण ऑनलाइन गतिविधियों से हिचकिचा रहे हैं. This groundbreaking initiative aims to alleviate that anxiety.
Oh yeah?
By providing innovative solutions, it promises to give internet users a fresh perspective on their online experiences, transforming their lives for the better.
Oh yeah?
इस अभूतपूर्व पहल का उद्देश्य उस चिंता को कम करना है. अभिनव
Again, it promises to give internet users a fresh perspective on online experiences. Like what every single tech software says.
The timing couldn't be more perfect, as numerous companies currently navigating the internet, they struggle to keep pace due to outdated technology.
Yeah, everyone else has the outdated technology. That's definitely the problem here.
इंटरनेट पर काम कर रही अनेक कंपनियों को पुरानी प्रौद्योगिकी के कारण गति बनाए रखने में कठिनाई हो सकती है. The new company is set to disrupt the status quo, offering advanced AI-driven tools that leave traditional models behind.
You don't know that. We haven't really been told. All we know is we have the survey thing. Don't know where we're getting all this other stuff from at all. Like, at all. I don't know where. Did Ash say this? Not really. He just talked about surveys.
Businesses falter. This initiative stands ready to empower.
Hold on.
This initiative stands ready to empower.
Oh,
उपकरण पेश
sorry.
करेगी जो पारंपरिक मॉडलों को पीछे
That's
छोड़
so
देंगे. As established businesses falter, this initiative stands ready to empower millions who have felt confined by past failures.
Yeah, so we're preying on people that have failed MLMs, basically, which is like everyone. So, yay! That's awesome.
सफलताओं के कारण खुद को सीमित महसूस कर रहे हैं. The vision is nearly tangible, as founders eagerly anticipate the transformative impact of Ash Mufareh's new venture. यह परिकल्पना
Impact. The transformative impact. It's nearly tangible.
का उत्सुकता से इंतजार कर रहे हैं. The world is about to witness a significant shift in how business is conducted online, providing a secure environment for users who have long been trapped by uncertainty.
Again, I don't trust that at all. A secure environment? They don't even tell you that their site uses cookies and they've been hacked a bunch of times. Don't trust that at all.
अनिश्चितता में फंसे हुए हैं. With fear and doubt cast aside, everyone involved can look forward to a promising future filled with opportunity and growth. भय और
Oh yeah, no, all my fear and doubt is just cast aside now. That's right. That's all it took was this video.
आशाजनक भविष्य की आशा कर सकते हैं. John White and Bill Must. John White और Bill Must. एक नया युग. श्री ऐश मुफारेह के दृष्टिकोण का
Hey,
आगमन.
wait. What does it say about Ash? We got the English version of that. Huh, secret messaging. But yeah, that was their video. One of them. We'll look at one more. Can't recall, has Ash been mentioning technology much lately? I think he's going to start something different. He mentioned the O survey. I showed a clip of him. He did a voice call with Gersminder Dillon, where he told everyone that the new product was the survey app. They seem to think that Ash invented the survey app that they all took the survey on there, and that's their new product now. So, and we talked about how untrue that is because it wasn't built from scratch by him. Even on it, when you're taking the survey, like he's all like, I built it from scratch, it's all completely mine. And then he's like, oh, but we use the Google Translate plugins. And it's like, okay, so you have Okay, that's not the same thing, you know? So we'll have to see how that goes. Can't wait for that. There's one more that I want to go through. It's a little bit longer.
And Bill must share their thoughts on an exciting thank you note discovered in our OES back office, which exceeded our expectations.
Yes, I could not sleep without knowing.
Site became something special.
Oops, I should have paused that.
Discovered in our OES back office, which exceeded our expectations.
Again, could not sleep. I was up all night going, what did John White and Bill Must think of the new O News? Where Ash came and thanked them. But then I remembered that they already read it to us and told us what they thought about it in a video. So then I was like, well, why are we doing another video on it then? Like, did they forget, or?
What seemed mundane from the outside became something special when it came from Mr. Ash Mufareh. John White or Bill Must.
Okay. As long as it comes from Ash Mufareh, then it's special. That's what they really do believe, though.
जो हमारी उम्मीदों से बढ़कर था.
This guy's
बाहर
dancing.
से जो साधारण लग रहा था, वह श्री ऐश मुफारेह के लिखे जाने पर कुछ खास हो गया.
Why is he looking
Never
at us
before
like that?
have we been associated with someone who can reach into the hearts of people and draw out their feelings without being intrusive, offering genuine connections no matter who they are or what they do. Mr. Ash Mufareh possesses that unique gift.
Oh, yeah?
इससे पहले हम कभी किसी ऐसे व्यक्ति से नहीं जुड़े थे जो लोगों
He does have the ability to trick a lot of people, apparently, and manipulate them. I will give him that. That is something he's good at somehow.
के साथ सच्चा जुड़ाव बना सके. श्री आश मुफरेह में यह अनोखा हुनर है. As we reflect on the world of business, how many thank you notes have you seen from major CEOs, not just in technology, but across various industries?
What do you mean?
Many leaders do not publicly express their gratitude to those who are instrumental in their operations.
What?
जब हम व्यापार जगत पर विचार करते
Okay, listen. That's not really true, though. There's a lot. All right? There's a lot of CEOs that will do messages where they thank their workers, especially after like a big project or something. So like meet a deadline or something like that. The thing is that a lot of CEOs are actually busy working, so they don't have time to sit on webinars for 5 hours a day and try to manipulate everyone into thinking that they're their best friend. You know what I mean? That's the difference between like real CEOs and then the CEOs of like MLMs. You know? Normal CEOs don't do that. The email came from Michael Morgan, but was signed at the bottom. Of course it did. I believe you. I don't even have to see it. Do send it to me, though, because we do want the evidence. We're trying to figure out if they're the same person. So that would be helpful.
तो आपको न केवल तकनीकी क्षेत्र में बल्कि विभिन्न उद्योगों के प्रमुख सीईओ से कितने धन्यवाद पत्र मिले हैं. कई नेता सार्वजनिक रूप से उन लोगों के प्रति आभार व्यक्त नहीं करते जो उनके संचालन में महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाते हैं. When someone offers sincere commendation, it feels refreshing, like cool water on a hot day that quenches our thirst in a way nothing else can. This kind of acknowledgement is motivating and inspiring to all who receive it. जब कोई सच्चे दिल से तारीफ करता है, तो ताजगी का एहसास होता है. जैसे गर्मी के दिन में ठंडा पानी हमारी प्यास बुझाता है, जो किसी और चीज से नहीं बुझ सकता. इस तरह की सराहना इसे पाने वाले सभी लोगों के लिए प्रेरणादायी और प्रेरणादायक होती है. The recent survey, designed to capture pure, unfiltered data, is monumental. It represents a milestone in our journey as founders, making us early responders for this new company. शुद्ध, बिना फिल्टर किए गए डेटा को इकट्ठा करने के लिए डिजाइन किया गया हालिया सर्वेक्षण एक ऐतिहासिक उपलब्धि है. यह संस्थापकों के रूप में हमारी यात्रा.
Again with the survey. See the survey. We're all about the survey. The survey's amazing. Gotta love the survey. It's gonna be the next new big thing. It'll take over the internet. It's gonna go viral. Remember, like O Connected.
में एक मील का पत्थर साबित होता है, जिसने हमें इस नई कंपनी के लिए शुरुआती प्रतिक्रिया देने वालों में शामिल कर दिया है. This has never happened before. Even in his previous venture, Mr. Mufareh never asked for our opinions. His engagement with us speaks volumes about his vision and the heart of our remarkable CEO. ऐसा पहले कभी
See, again, this is just like, oh, it's been 7 years. He never cared about us, but now he cares about us. Isn't he great? That's all this is.
गहराई को दर्शाता है.
Weird.
This survey is transcendent. While some may view it as insignificant, they do not recognize the extraordinary individuals behind it.
Oh, Lord.
It is a collective that aims to bring their life-changing digital products and solutions into view. यह सर्वेक्षण असाधारण है. हालांकि कुछ लोग इसे महत्वहीन मान सकते हैं, लेकिन वे इसके पीछे छिपे असाधारण
life-changing surveys. Again, are they BuzzFeed? They're going to tell you what cat you would be in a past life.
परिवर्तनकारी डिजिटल उत्पादों और समाधानों को सबके सामने लाना है. For Mr. Ash Mufareh, his family, and the technology teams.
Excuse me, what technology teams? Again, what technology teams are you speaking of? Like now all of a sudden there's team, not just one team now. There's what, a dozen of them? There's more than one now. Now we have teams plural. It gets worse. Like, it wasn't enough you were lying about having one team. Now we gotta lie about having multiple teams. Wonderful.
This survey is anything but simple. It's essential to remember that everything Mr. Mufareh does ultimately benefits us as founders before benefiting the world.
Okay.
This initial product, devoid of fanfare, has surprised many and serves as a remarkable starting point.
Yeah, if you're looking at that survey going, oh my God, this is going to change the world. I can't wait for Ash Mufareh to make us all rich. Then maybe we see what the problem is here. You should have never joined this thing. Get out.
पहुंचाने से पहले संस्थापकों के रूप में हमें ही लाभ होता है. बिना किसी दिखावे के इस शुरुआती उत्पाद ने कई लोगों को आश्चर्यचकित किया है और एक उल्लेखनीय शुरुआत का काम करता है. Echoing my friend Julie Nguyen's heartfelt expression, those not aligned with our vision may dismiss it as meaningless. However, it is anything but trivial. Soliciting honest opinions about a product or vision offers deep insights and demonstrates our connection to Mr. Mufareh's directives. मेरी दोस्त जूली nguyen की भावपूर्ण अभिव्यक्ति को दोहराते हुए, जो लोग हमारे दृष्टिकोण
Yeah, this is supposed to be Julie. Interesting. Bring up Julie.
ईमानदार राय मांगने से गहरी अंतर्दृष्टि मिलती है और श्री मुफरेह के निर्देशों से हमारा जुड़ाव प्रदर्शित होता है. We have been given the first of many tasks to follow, ensuring we stay on course. People desire to express their feelings towards Mr. Mufareh and his company, and this survey provides a blueprint for gathering honest feedback.
Okay.
The software behind this initiative will have applications in various fields beyond technology, in both business and social aspects.
Says who? Again, now we're just making up stuff about this survey app and what it's going to include and how it's going to change the world. Like, you've done one survey with it. Calm down.
एक खाका प्रदान करता है. इस पहल के पीछे के सॉफ्टवेयर का उपयोग तकनीक से परे व्यावसायिक और सामाजिक दोनों पहलुओं में विविध network संप्रेषिताची विभिन्न क्षेत्रों में किया जाएगा. Mr. Ash Mufareh has ignited the first love bomb, allowing the goodness in our hearts to shine.
Love bomb? Now they're just like, yes, we are love bombing you. We are a cult.
Better than before. We thank you, Mr. Ash Mufareh, your family, and your phenomenal technology teams. We are truly unbeatable.
Again, with the plural teams now. I'm gonna lose it.
And even those who once doubted Mr. Mufareh are now paying more attention, validating our new company's credibility. Shri Ash.
That's the problem, is that there's somehow it makes them think it's credible. It shouldn't. Nobody over here is looking at that survey going, oh my God, they showed us up. Well, guys, they proved us all wrong. Time to pack it up. I guess this will be the last FriYAY with the Sayers of Neon OnPassive. Because, they released that survey. It's like, obviously, they're about to take over the internet. Like, that's not happening. So it's like, what are you talking about? Stop with the teams, damn it! Lord!
जिससे हमारे दिलों की अच्छाई पहले से कहीं ज्यादा चमक उठी है। हम आपको, श्री ऐश मुफरेह को, आपके परिवार को और आपकी अद्भुत तकनीकी टीमों को धन्यवाद देते हैं। हम सचमुच अजेय हैं। और जो लोग कभी श्री मुफरेह पर शक करते थे, वे भी अब ज्यादा ध्यान दे रहे हैं, जिससे हमारी नई कंपनी की विश्वसनीयता पर मुहर लग रही है। Friends, the wait is almost over. And it
Are you sure you're all friends? Are you sure about that? Everyone thought that you were friends with Marty. Yeah, you, John White, Bill Must. Specifically, the two of you were supposed to be very close friends with Marty. You knew him from before OnPassive, apparently. Mike and Dan did. So I don't believe, I've never believed you when you've called each other friends, because I've seen MLMs all the way through many times. I've been doing this for too long. But the people that are in this, they believe, Marty believed that you were friends at one point when you were using that word with him. And look what happened to Marty. And Marty was supposed to be super close to Ash Mufareh. Apparently they talked every single day. Do the rest of you talk with Ash Mufareh every single day? In text messages? In voice notes? Because if you don't, I'd be very, very worried. I'd be like, wow, if he can just cut someone off like that that's that close to him for that long, over what it was too, apparently. Marty taking $1,000 for his expenses after Ash took $108 million of all of your dollars. You know? What does that mean for the rest of you? That means you really don't matter. If Marty doesn't matter, nobody matters. He was the number one guy. Ash used to do the corporate webinars on him. He used to host them. You know? So I would be worried, and I wouldn't trust this word friend or family being thrown around over here anymore, that's for sure.
couldn't come at a more strategic time in our lives.
Oh yeah?
Thank you from the bottom of our collective hearts.
Collective?
दोस्तों, इंतजार लगभग खत्म हो गया है
We all have the
और ये
same
हमारे
heart.
जीवन में इससे बेहतर समय पर
Ash
नहीं आ
is you're in
सकता था।
trouble.
तहे दिल से आपका धन्यवाद। Spoken with sincerity, Bill Must and John White ईमानदारी से बोले गए। Bill Must and John White.
Thank you for signing off at the end. We didn't know it's just up on the top left corner the whole time. Marty should buy OnPassive for $50. Yep. That would be funny. That would be funny. Take on Apple and Nvidia. Yeah. That'd be something. I'd like to see it. It'd at least be funny. But yeah, again, just more cult propaganda. That's all this is. Just cult propaganda. We're going to have the best, most amazing technology. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait for it. It's going to be fabulous. In the meantime, though, it's like we don't know what it's going to be. Ash hasn't really told us yet, you know? He has not told us yet what it is going to be. But they've all decided already in their brains that it must be like the other stuff that was in OnPassive. So, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Speaking of Ash, though, and even speaking of Julie, I think it's time that we do. Kiss his Ash! Oh, that's right. Who's kissing Ash this week? I fucked it up. Who's kissing Ash this week? Julie. Julie's been going hard. All right. Julie's been going hard lately. Yes, she is. She just won't stop. I wish her family would stop her, but, you know, they do what they can, I guess. Julie posted up, courage isn't the absence of fear, but choice to walk forward anyway. Our digital vehicle is moving forward. Boom, boom, boom! Or boom, fire, boom! So, you know, she's all about the vehicle. And then she also posted, of course, about the survey, because she had to. Of course. How many researchers in the world? How do they collect their data? Survey! Boom, boom, fire, boom, boom! See video and comments. And I was like, all right, Julie, but this thing got 19 shares. If you can see, there's 94 comments of this. It got 1,000 likes, hearts, you know, all that good stuff. All the, yeah, you go, Julie, when you go. Baron, thank you so much for being a member for 13 months. Happy FriYAY. But yeah, she's all about the survey, but this thing got shared 19 times. So 19 people were like, this is amazing. Well, 1,000 people were like, this is amazing. 94 of them commented. And 19 of them are like, I want to also say this because I'm super duper excited about the surveys. So that should give you an idea on how exciting the surveys are right now. You know, it helps us like observation, direct test, prior experiment results. There's a lot. There's a lot. But Julie thinks everything is done by surveys. And Julie thinks this to the point where she even made a whole video about vehicles and surveys.
Mufareh, we loved it. We enjoyed the journey so much. Did
So
we
much.
know that that vehicle that Mr. Mufareh referring to, it's OnPassive?
Julie, why are you in a vehicle while you're recording this? What is going on?
That vehicle has been broken, has been going through fixing so many times, and right now is still usable, but it's not safe, not strong enough for all of us to arrive to the journey, to the destination. And the destination is what has been said, is that's been promised, is going to have all of us going to have a better life. And so that journey is amazing journey. We had a great time.
King says, these researchers will be happy that Ash came up with this genius thing called survey. There's only so many times you can ask stupid people a bunch of questions. The results aren't always that great. It's known that people don't always tell the truth in surveys. It's true. A lot of people will fill out a survey with what they think the people want to hear. You know? So it is true. It is true.
Time we made so many friends in that vehicle, you know, that OnPassive vehicle, but that vehicle has
then it broke down. And then we were all stuck in a broken down vehicle for 7 years.
It's been decided by Mr. Mufareh that we're going to leave it where it is. We're not going to take any part of it with us. We're going to move forward and we're going to build the new vehicle.
Well, you could have fooled me. I mean, I get it. You think Ash Mufareh is so amazing and this new vehicle is going to be so much better. But like this whole we're leaving the old one behind, I don't think everyone's getting the memo. You might need to do 10 more of these videos, Julie, to really make sure that they get the message. OnPassive is no more.
Mr. Mufareh, I believe, and this is my own opinion.
Yep, kiss that Ash.
That has already built that vehicle, has already been used that vehicle.
Yep, 50 products were done in 2020. Yeah. We know.
With the staff, with everyone on it.
What staff? Who are these staff? Is this the teams that Bill Must and John White were talking about? Who are these people?
One of the things in that vehicle.
Julie, did they take over your apartment? Is that why you're in your car right now? Blink twice if you need help, Julie. We'll send Mr. Level out there. He'll show up.
It's a product of survey that he has explained. The product of survey has been built from scratch and it has been using. And then other products are coming, right? And so I would like you to go into the survey today if you haven't done so, or even if you have done, and now you understand the message a little bit more.
What was the message that we had to understand? That like paragraph at the start? I mean, did we really need everyone to explain it to us? I mean, we needed 17 videos to understand Ash's analogy of how OnPassive is a broken down vehicle, whatever, whether it's a boat, plane, it keeps changing. Hello, Takara. What is Rob and Lynn doing these days? I heard that Rob is left and Lynn is still in.
Let us go back in and see and read the survey again, understand the fact that
Read it again? Why? If they've already done the survey, why would you go back in and read it again? For what? What are you getting out of this survey? There's nothing to get out of this survey. It's the same message that was in the O News, just over again with a new analogy. That's all. Not even really a new analogy, just kind of taking all of the past analogies that you've used of different vehicles and putting it all into one message, which you basically do like in the message right before that. So this is why I'm like, well, what more are you supposed to get out of this survey? The survey was just the last O News before it in a shorter form. And again, just wrapping up all of the analogies into one tighter message. That's it. There's nothing to get out of it other than OnPassive is no more, and Ash wants to know how loyal you are to him specifically. Because without a company, it becomes about just him as a man. That's part of the problem here. Hello, Sherry. Good to see you. How do I get an invite to Marty's party? I don't know. Apparently people are emailing him for it.
Old vehicle, which is OnPassive. We have been using OnPassive vehicle to move forward in our journey, and now that vehicle is parked there.
Is moving forward?
We can't patch it anymore. We can't fix it anymore. However, we are...
Well, maybe you should have, instead of patching it, maybe you should have fixed it the first time. See? I go through that sometimes with people where it's like, don't just do an easy fix to patch up the problem. Actually fix the problem. And then it doesn't come back, you know?
Going to move forward in our journey. Mr. Mufareh and the team has already built that new journey. That new...
I can't go on Zoom right now because of Megan Lynch. Fuck you, Megan.
Company, that new vehicle that we are going to be part of. We are the passenger on those journey. 2 months ago, I have released a video talking about the brand new mall, right? The brand new shopping mall. And if you haven't had a chance to do it, I'll do my best to put them in here. Watch that. You know, it's a brand new...
I don't know why you would need to watch a video about a brand new shopping mall opening up near Julie, but you know, I guess you get the message from it. Although OnPassive is nothing like a mall opening, I assure you.
New mall. It's a brand new vehicle that's going to take us to the destination. And the destination is the promise that Mr. Mufareh, that we are going to have great lives, you know. And then at that time, if we have a great life, enjoy great life,
they went from advertising inside the Dubai Mall to now just talking about malls, I guess. Whatever happened to O Song, right? OTech.
Are going to share that with other people. And so if you haven't done so, or if you've done it and you didn't understand what to do at that time and didn't understand the message, please go back and fill it out. One thing, I was driving to the office today and I was on the phone with Leon. We were talking and there was a light bulb in my mind.
Stop going on the phone while you're driving, damn it. Pay attention to the road.
When we start talking about the company that we are going, I thought, wow. I asked Leon, I said, Leon, imagine how many researchers are in the world. I want you to really think about this carefully, okay?
Okay.
How many researchers are in the world?
A lot.
And what do? They are doing research.
Fucking Julie, really? For fuck's sake. Yeah, no, thanks, Julie. Thanks for making sure that we all understand that researchers do research. Thank you. I needed you to break that down for us. What the fuck? Fuck off, Julie.
And there is a light bulb in my mind when we start talking about the company that we are going. I thought, wow. I asked Leon, I said, Leon, imagine how many researchers are in the world. I want you to really think about this carefully, okay? How many researchers are in the world?
A lot.
And what do? They are doing research. They're
very good. Thank you, Julie.
gathering data. They have to take survey.
Part of it.
And imagine they are using our survey product.
Yep, they're all going to come join OnPassive and pay $97 so that they can use your survey product. You figured it all out, Julie. You guys are going to be loaded.
Right? Imagine we are using a survey product.
I'm really trying to. Julie. I'm trying to imagine. It's so hard. I'm having trouble. But I'm trying to do this exercise with you, I promise.
And so, someone said there's no sound.
Oh my goodness. Why are you trolling Julie? Julie cannot take this. Leave Julie alone. Don't go in the chat. Tell her there's no sound when there's sound. Whoever that is, just turn up your volume, damn it. All right? Don't do that to her.
I just saw Levi. Hey, Levi, I'm not sure why there's no sound. Can you hear me better?
Oh no, now she's turned.
Can you hear me better? So anyway, I wanted to continue my message is that the light bulb was kind of like turn on in my head. And I said, Leon, imagine there are so many researchers in the world. What do the researchers do? They do research. They administer survey to gathering data. And we have that product, survey product, that built from scratch. Do you imagine that? So many people going to be using that survey. A lot, I mean, at the very...
Did you just send me? No. What? That's the webinar? No. Why are my worlds colliding every day? Oh my God. Randy. Why are you here? Oh no. Oh my goodness, this is awful news. This is awful news. I'm gonna need Jelly Snack. Where's Jelly Snack? This is an emergency, Jelly Snack. Jelly Snack! Marty is going to a Randy Schroeder. I'm gonna have a heart attack. It's a Randy Zoom at 10 p.m. It's going to Randy Zoom. I'll show you in a moment.
Very beginning, we thought, survey, it's a product. But now, the more you think about survey, the more you think about people gathering data, researchers, companies.
Research.
It's going to blow our mind away, right? And that is one of the product that built from scratch from Mr. Ash Mufareh new company.
Oh, Randy is somebody that I've actually done a deep dive on my channel here. From Neela Life and a bunch of other scams. We've been kind of following him around, so yeah.
We should be excited.
Yeah, Marty and Randy. This is going to be really fun. We're going to have to bring Danny in on this. We're going to have to make this a full op. Tonight, 10 p.m. I'll show you. I will post it.
To be part of this new vehicle that is being built, that is built already, and that we are going to be the passengers. And if we were going to use the analogy that I said in my videos 2 months ago, we are going to be the customers, we are going to be the business owners in this brand new, gigantic, high class, state of the art, brand new mall. We are going to be part of it. So imagine, everyone, where our life, where our journey will end up to be. It's going to be a great life that many of us don't even have a chance before. So what vehicle are you going to do? So please go back and fill out and complete that survey. And remember, that survey is the only way that we all can access to it. It's in the ecosystem. And if you cannot access the ecosystem at this time,
you might remember Andy as the guy that was streaming in his basement with a suit on, and he like had his camera down on his desk, and it was like looks up his nose the whole time, and the suit was like 4 sizes too big for him. And we had a great time. It was a great time.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Put some message beautifully out there on social media, on Facebook, letting yourself know, not posting the survey. However, you can give your thought, your feeling about what is going on, the journey that is going on in your social media. All right, friends, I've got to go into the office right now. I am 10 minutes early, but I always want to be there early. And I wish you have a...
Well, you're not 10 minutes early anymore, are you? You just talk for, well, almost 7 minutes here, Julie.
Great day, a beautiful evening, and sleep well, knowing the fact that the vehicle
driving
that's going to get us to the destination, to the point where our life is going to be better, is already built. In my opinion, it's already built. We are going to do great. Love you guys. I hope you can hear this. If you can't hear this, I'm sorry. I don't know why. All the settings are great. If you can't...
Oh, yeah. Randy's another Marty, basically. He's been in MLMs to MLM to MLM for many, many years.
Hear this? I'm going to do another one when I get back from the office. Love you. I got to go.
You.
Take care, everyone. Okay.
All right, Julie. Go to work. Go to work and make actual money. Good for you, honestly. Honestly, good for you, girl. Well, guys, that was pretty much it for the good old Kiss His Ash. All right. So now that we've got that done, let me just figure this out now. I'm going to show you what I was just said, because Marty is having a live stream tonight that he's sending around to everybody, telling everybody to come and do his thing. Except it came from Michael Morgan, Jelly. Jelly! As you can see, it came from Michael Morgan, but then it's signed at the bottom, Marty DeGarmo. So I think we solved the mystery as to if Michael Morgan is actually Marty DeGarmo. So we got that. Don't worry, I got more for you. Stay here for a second. All right? Because there's going to be the other links. You guys see the whole thing. And I know you'll be on this with me. So, hi, Midwest Scratch. That's our buddy SEC here. Glad you jumped on this. You're about to see something big. Private webinar tonight at 10 p.m. Oops. Not recorded. This is a one-time only event. Only 500 spots. Get in early. Sign up now and record it if you can. Step 1. Sign up free here first. ImpactNation.com. Don't worry, zero obligation. Look how he spells obligation. All right, just if you needed proof, it was Marty. Step 2. Then I can send the Zoom link. So you have to write this first to get the Zoom link, apparently, but I might have it already, Jelly. Check, no cost. Check, no commitment. Check, just the info. Then you decide. See you tonight, Marty DeGarmo. What a crazy stream this has been. Between the SEC update and now this is craziness. P.S. When the room's full, it's closed. Be on early. PPS from me, Queen of Karma. They will never turn you away. They are an MLM. 500 people are not going to show up. But even if you are person 501, they will still accept you, I promise. Okay? So that was the first thing that I was said, because if you were here earlier, we were told, hey, Marty just announced he's doing this wonderful thing. Marty personally messaged me and said, don't worry, I'm learning too. Give me feedback after the webinar. Tell him no. Tell him to stay away from anything Randy is in. So I said, okay, we got to do that. So we did that. Well, SEC did that. I've been busy streaming. So then we got this, Jelly. It's kind of hard to see. So hold on. It says, hope you will join me, as you need to hear it firsthand to better understand if it will help us. This new technology could double or triple your team in the next 90 days. Isn't this Talk Fusion? Yeah, Talk Fusion. For fuck's sakes, Marty! Marty! Marty, I've already deep dove Talk Fusion. Zach, you need to send Marty my Talk Fusion video. I might be able to email them to you. This is going to drive me insane. So, the new technology could double or triple your team in the next 90 days. Hey, are you ready? I want to make this crystal clear. I'm not joining a new company. I'm not moving on from what I'm building now. But I just found a tool that every serious business builder in MLM or any business needs to see. 2 nights ago, I was on a private Zoom with 30 people under NDA. They weren't. Was a lawyer there to sign these NDAs with you? Because otherwise, no, you're not. Last night, it was 140. Tonight, it's open to you. No NDA required. So there you have it, folks. Record away. Here's why this has my full attention. It creates a perfect AI version of you. Same face, voice, and mannerisms, because that's what we want. That speaks 150 plus languages fluently. Yeah, Ash said he was going to do something similar, remember? It was going to translate in real time on OConnect. This isn't the clunky, fake-looking AI you've seen before, that Marty, that you use on your channel all the time. Like, what do you mean? This learns your personality, and it's impossible to tell it's not really you. Built-in lead systems and rotators feed you new contacts every single week. You can build full websites in minutes, no tech skills needed. You can use it to promote and scale any business you're already in. MLMs, affiliates, small business, anything. This isn't theory. It's launching in the next 24 to 72 hours, and only a few hundred people on the planet have seen it yet. Tonight, Friday, August 8th, 2025, at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. This is not Talk Fusion, Randy will explain. So has Randy already left Talk Fusion? That was quick. That didn't last long. That didn't last long, did it? So yeah. Randy is the one though that is obviously sending it. So it's his email. Hold on. I'll get it. This one you should be able to see. Here we go. I got you. Zoom.randyschroeder.com, which is based, I think that's just the one he always uses, isn't it? You can go join Jelly Snacks downline today. Right? Right? I'm inviting you because I believe the people who move first on this will get the biggest advantage. See you tonight. Very important. If you like what you see tonight, message me ASAP. So when I get my link in the next 24 to 48 hours, you get it first. P.S. This is live only, no replay. Even if you're curious, get on the Zoom so you can see for yourself what's coming. Boom, boom, boom! And it's all going to be Randy. Just Randy. Lovely. Lovely. So there's that. And Ron has been doing another unicorn company. Did you hear? Did you hear? Yeah, it looks like it's called Lev AI. Interesting. Hello, Ellen. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. So Ron, our guy with the cop gut, his cop gut must have told him to get out of OnPassive. But as you can see here, he says, I am in search of inspiring leaders. And believe it or not, everyone can rise to that challenge. Join me at partner.co, an extraordinary unicorn company. And I'm like, what is with all the unicorns? So this is another MLM, pay weekly. Gotta check out that one now. All these unicorn companies, that's right. They're all unicorn companies. And Collins Manna is getting upset at people. He keeps getting upset at people right now. It's ridiculous. As you can see, somebody here in the Future of Internet group, Ron is breaking all the rules. He's left OnPassive. He doesn't like Ash anymore. So he's on his other things now. And I think maybe we might need to do a Ron update and look into what he's doing. Because it's obviously another MLM and a unicorn company too, of course. But here we have the Future of Internet. And somebody posted up a screenshot of the survey into it. I guess to be like, yeah, here you go. Come do the survey. And Collins Manna had to show up. And he had to, be an asshole, I guess you could say. And he says, how many times have they warned, with a big warning sign there, not to screenshot the OES and post on WhatsApp or any social media platforms? Some of us are a big problem to this company. We never listen. And so what I think we can say is happening here, by the way, as well, is the witch hunts are strong. They've created a culture in this cult, since cults are culture, right, sweet? And it's where people rat on each other. And I think that's kind of what happened to Marty. Marty got ratted on by, obviously, people he thought he was close to. Sounds like, for accepting money, that kind of thing. Don't worry, we're going to get into that very, very soon. I still got to continue this show, so I can't stop and go do this Zoom, and I can't do a stream snipe of it either on this browser. So thanks, Megan, you bitch. But yeah, so. What's going on here is when people are doing this, you guys do have to follow rules now in this cult, because who knows? Maybe Collins Manna is going to run back to Ash now and be like, hey, this person is screenshotting the back office, I don't hear from Chris, but I do talk to Zach. But we don't want to pressure Zach every single day. I told you yesterday, yes. I don't want him to feel like he's on the spot either. Like everybody's waiting here just for him to show up and be like, hey, this thing's a scam. We don't want to do that either. Let them take their time. It takes about 3 to 8 minutes. But yeah, what's going on now is people are ratting on each other. It's not a great culture, and it does kind of foster people stabbing each other in the back. And I think it's fair to say at this point, especially with what's gone on with Marty and everything, you know, that they're doing that now. So we got to be careful. You know, Collins is the new Tanya. That's right. Oh, in the page code of that Lev AI, it mentions the story of Miss O with some 5-minute video of Club O by Olivia Quito. Oh, interesting. Club O, right up Marty's alley. Right up Marty's alley. But yeah, Collins, man, just be a little weary around him if you are an OnPassive and you're in his group. I would just, you know, just be careful. I would be very careful, actually. I would be very, very careful because, you know, I don't know if you can trust him. I don't know if you can trust anyone in this thing. I'd be weary everywhere, but with the way he's acting there, I would just, you know, if you end up kicked out of OnPassive, obviously people are ratting on each other right now. So just, again, be careful of that. I think right now we will probably do a commercial ad break. And then when I come back, we're going to hear from Tanya. We're going to hear from Susie. And we're going to see who was fighting back. You know, there was somebody that was fighting back against OnPassive a little bit today. And boy, did I get messages galore during this. Everyone was very excited. People were like, oh my God, this is actually going on. This is going to be so cool. So we'll be right back.
Video is brought to you by...
Do you have a berserker demon? You may think that's a strange question, but I've dealt with berserker demons. What's a berserker? The word describes ancient Nordic warriors who fought with uncontrollable rage. This is where we get the expression, he was so angry, he went berserk. In the days of Vikings, berserkers would enter a trance before battle to get supernatural strength. They fought with a frenzy. Sound like someone you know? As we say, they lose it. Explosive anger can come from frustration, feeling disrespected, trauma, mental and hormonal issues, and drugs, but uncontrollable rage can be demonic. As an exorcist, I've dealt with berserker demons. If you've got one, you'll need more than anger management therapy. You may need an exorcism of a berserker demon of anger. That's inhuman. I'm here to help at boblarson.org.
Whoa, looks like you got a bit of a tangle in your dangle. Did you know that more than 8 out of 10 hose owners die each year? Not anymore. Hey, turn me on and watch my hose get huge. My mom always told me I was a grower, not a shower, and boy was she right. And if you squeeze me in the right spot, all my raging fluids will come flying out of me, and instantly I'll retract to my small, natural, convenient size. Amazing! Oh, yep. Shout outs to all my flowers and growers out there. And just like a real snake, it can contract and expand like an accordion. You know, we really wanted to name it the Snake Hose, but that's a title of a gay porno. I mean, I've never seen it, but Lizard's close enough. This is my next door neighbor, Sharon. She didn't know I was filming her. She also didn't know I had my hose in my hand, too. If your hose weighs more than 15 pounds, I feel sorry for you. You see, women prefer light, dainty, petite hoses. You don't want to be walking around with a big honking nanner. Oh, Sharon. Whoa, watch the whoa, don't get it caught on the thing. Whoa. Hey, buddy, watch where you're going. You don't want to end up like that guy, still using a standard hose, not going anywhere, and he's fucking bald. Fuck! Look at my hose, people. Oh, yeah, it's growing fast, and it's not kinking up anytime soon. Now, I don't know who lives here, but it's time to wake up. Behold, the full length and girth of my hose and its full potential. Hey, can't you see I'm filming a commercial here, you fucking asshole? Wah! Take that, fuckboy! No one fucks with my hose! The Lizard hose is about $30. You get 25 feet. That's like, just a little bit more than $1 per foot. Nah, fuck it, we'll give you 2. That's 50 feet. Get fucked. Come on, touch it.
Tiny Dinger Condoms, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand. Do you think women lie about being sexually assaulted? Do you use your community like a dating app but only date women in other countries but flirt with other women the entire time? Then leave that e-girlfriend for another woman with a My Little Pony fetish that ends up being a dude who's catfishing you for 6 years as a sexy woman? Do you then post lolly of bubbles in your Discord after making sexual cartoons involving minors and claim you are not a nunce? Do you think Onision is innocent? then we have the brand for you. You won't need to make Sims characters out of your community members anymore and impregnate them in some weird fetish game, or date men who love My Little Pony and the Powerpuff Girls when you have Tiny Dinger condoms. Heck, you won't even need to wank it to Faith Vickers and Ethan Ralph's porn anymore. Bet you'll soon make your own with that sexy woman or man, you know, the one who loves the Powerpuff Girls there. Just turn on the webcam and show that real live e-girl from OnlyFans, who I'm sure loves you just as much, that Tiny Dinger, and let her know that you use Tiny Dinger condoms. The condoms that won't let your manliness hide when a man wants to come and do the anal slip and slide. Located at the CVS Pharmacy, Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall, all of your local pharmacy brands, and hidden in your favorite streamer's nightstand, because don't worry, they're all the same. No more desperation with those condoms. Now, back to our video.
Yeah, now back to the video. I want a shorter one. You know, I'll delete that one if certain people leave me alone. So, someone mentioned Tanya before the break. And you know, Tanya said that she was taking a break. But it appears that her breaks are similar to Chris's breaks, unfortunately. Thank you. Thank you. That was an awful segue, but, you know, we got through it. Hello, Ellen. Good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful night. So, Tanya made an appearance, of course, for the surveys. And she came on here to say,
For those with multiple accounts, it's your choice, but doing the survey in one account should be enough.
And I was kind of like, okay, thanks, Tanya, but what if Ash actually just wanted a bunch of surveys kissing his Ash? And now you've stopped that from happening. I just think it was funny. But then there was like a whole conversation that happened because she put this on her own, like, Facebook. I guess that's her break. She left OnPassive Nation, of course, because, you know, what happened with Marty. But then there was this whole conversation that happened here in OnPassive Nation without her that I want to go over, where someone comes in, Lorraine here, and says, we have been prompted to answer 3 questions in OES by August 4th. I have 5 accounts and 3 of them I can't access. I tried to reset my password, but once I click on the reset, it says the page is not available. Does anyone know if my accounts will still be safe if I can't access them for these 3 questions? I appreciate any feedback. Thank you. And I'm like, yeah, interesting. Good question. So someone says, no need to worry, your accounts are safe. And I'm kind of like, well, I don't know about that. I don't know if I just go telling people that. We actually don't know that, but sure. So then, of course, she's like, thank you so much. Then someone else comes on and says, Tanya said, answering questions from one account is all that's necessary. And I'm like, oh, so Tanya said it, so it must be true. And of course, the person comes back and says, thank you for the peace of mind. Which, that's weird. I didn't realize that he gave you a piece of someone's mind. You know, I hope it was a mind that was already extracted, you know, out of a dead body or something and not... Anyway, that was a bad joke. The next comment comes from Muhammad, and it says, sometimes the site is down. Sometimes the site is down. Don't do, as of now, anything. They will let us know. Yes, that's true if you have done with one account. But it's also good to do with all other accounts. That's my personal opinion. And I was kind of like, that wasn't very helpful, Muhammad. First, you're like, don't do anything. And then you're like, but yeah, it's good you did do it in one account. You should probably do it with the rest. So do I not do anything or do I do them? Which one is it, Muhammad? Lord. Victoria says, something is going on. I had a burner OES account and I can't access it anymore. All my actual accounts are fine though. Interesting. Well, we've always questioned if Ash actually got back the data after he found out that no one saved the data. Right? Because like the OES has never come back like it was pre-June 27th, 2024. It never came back the same. It's had a lot of stuff missing from it. So we wonder if they lost some data, and that would answer why there's so many accounts that people can't access. This person, of course, just says, thank you. But the main thing that I want you to pay attention to is the fact that this person brings up Tanya and her reign of terror in the OnPassive Nation group, right? And, you know, even when she's not there, even when she is not there, Tanya is still actually there. You know? She still has a reign of terror. She will never go away. Sweet says, sounds like you've been silently shunned and booted to me. It could also be that right now. See, we're waiting to see. What we did is we had someone fill out the survey. Joe filled out the survey and answered all the questions with the wrong questions because it's very obvious what the right questions were supposed to be. Right? So we had Joe fill it out like the wrong way to see if any of the accounts disappeared, filled it out the wrong way, and then that should let us know. But I don't even know how much access Ash has to this thing. It's kind of weird. But yeah, even without Tanya there, Tanya still ends up being there. I guess we'll never get rid of her. We'll be doing this forever with Tanya. Woo! Tanya's posts. Everyone likes that segment because they like it when I talk out of my nose, apparently. Maybe I should just talk like this all the time. No, I won't. I won't do that to you. Susie has been super duper excited, as usual. As per usual, Susie has to reflect on the thank you from Mr. Ash Mufareh.
Hey everyone, it's Susie McCrae, and I'm here today briefly to talk about the latest message that was in our OES. As you can see, it's not an O News, it was a thank you. And I want to talk a little bit about that because after reading it, it reminded me of a few things that I'd just like to share with you. How many times have you done a survey and it pops up and it says, thank you for your participation, you know, that's it. Or we appreciate your time. If it even says that, then it's gone.
Just gas it up.
Okay, so I was thinking about that. And then I'm thinking, that's not the Ash Mufareh way by any stretch of the imagination.
There's ways to do it all wrong.
Because he has a heartfelt thank you to all of us for participating in it. And
get out the fan,
way back, probably 25 years ago or so, in a company I
know. I told them to come get you for that because our very own Marty DeGarmo from OnPassive will be attending the secret meeting. So, yes, we want to get that. It's a secret meeting. Very top secret, important stuff. And after this, we're going to be hearing from Marty.
Work for, they sent
today.
They sent us to Dale Carnegie public speaking class. We had to go, I forget, I think it was like 10 weeks in the evening.
Hey, Rick. Rick says, Ash comments again on this Susie video. I believe it. And she's probably over the moon excited.
And
that's the only reason why he
does
does
a lot of great things. Most of you may know.
He knows that they flip out like that and get super duper excited, right? When he shows up. So he has been doing that since Marty's left. It's almost been worse. You're seeing him a lot more now in comments. almost like he's showing up to reassure them in some way. It's kind of weird.
Who Dale Carnegie is. And one of the things I learned there that has always stuck with me, however, I don't always practice it as good as I should, and that's the kind of the art of a thank you. So if we look into our back office with the thank you from Ash Mufareh, it is wonderful.
Oh, it's just oh so wonderful. Oh, so wonderful. Thank you for making your voice heard. To everyone who participated in the recent survey, thank you. Your response means more than you know. You didn't just answer a few questions. You showed us your heart. You affirmed your commitment, and you made it clear this journey matters. Your insights are already proving to be incredibly valuable. Again, don't know how, but sure. As we navigate the next phase of this mission together, your responses are helping us make better decisions based on improved clarity, alignment with our stated mission, and our shared purpose. We're now reviewing everything you've shared, and we're excited to tell you that we will be sharing the results. Like, woo! And what we've learned with you soon. Can't wait. Your voice is helping shape what comes next. And trust us. You know, can't. Who's doing that? What's next is worth staying tuned for. With gratitude, and then it's not even signed. Yeah, no, just so fabulous, Susie. Wonderful.
It is well written. It's once again simple but powerful. Simple. And it's a thank you. And what we learned in Dale Carnegie, when you receive a gift,
you usually also get an email from them saying, like, thank you for filling out the survey. Your opinion matters to us. Like, I've never filled out a survey and not had them thank me. But anyway.
What is the best way to publicly or with someone thank them? Okay. So what we were taught is you say thank you. So an example was I had earned a pen during the class. I was
congratulations.
We earned pens if people liked what we were talking about. So I had earned a pen.
Awesome.
And
eventually you were over the moon excited, and people had to hear about your pen for days.
What we learned is thank you for this beautiful pen. And then you talk about what you're going to do with it.
Right with it? What else would you do with the pen? I'm going to stick it up my...
And what it means to you. So it's not just like, hey, everyone, thanks for the pen. It's like, hey, thank you for the pen. I'm going to use this to write more of the things stories I like to talk about. This really means a lot to me because it really means that what I've been saying is hitting home with you guys. So that's much better than just saying, hey, thanks for the pen, and you're on.
Listen, I'm a writer, and I write most things down first by hand because I'm very weird and old school, and I like to feel as I write. I don't know, it's a weird thing I do. I love me a real good pen, okay? I am like that person that like gets a pen that writes well, and then I will be like, this is my pen. And nobody else use it in this house, and I will hide it. I have a drawer out here in the living room that's like my little dresser thing that I put stuff in, and I'll put it in there and be like, this is my pen. Everybody else get your own pens. And then I will use that until it runs out of ink. I am a pen girl. And even I think that this is fucking ridiculous. Okay? This is ridiculous. This is a bit silly. I can understand this being like a gratitude exercise that you all do in like a therapy session one day, where you like hand out a pen to everybody and then you have them all do that to learn how to be appreciative of the small things or something. You know, like it works for an exercise, but if it's just something that you have to do every single time that you accomplish something and then get a pen, that's weird. You know, that's a little bit weird. What if I sent a video email? Yeah, you're gonna have to tell. We have to figure out if Randy's doing video emails still. Susie wants to play hide the pen. Is that a game? I write better with pen and paper. I use a fountain pen so nobody under 90 can steal it off me. There you go. See, I understand having a pen that you like, but this is just a bit too much, okay? Susie wrote Ash's name on it and plays hide the pen by herself while she thinks, oh, Lord, I don't want it. That's what hide the pen is? Kids these days don't even learn cursive. They actually do. My daughter did anyway. My daughter had to learn cursive. They're kind of still learning it. She's going into, grade 6. So they're still learning it. But that our school is actually teaching it. So I did like that. I did hear that they are stopping though. Like, you're not wrong. I'm just thankful that over here so far, most of my friends' kids too, they are still being taught cursive. Dale, teaching how to sound insincere. Oh Lord, that's all we need.
Your way.
More of that.
So like I said, we look at the survey. We didn't just get, thank you for your participation.
Oh my God.
We got a heartfelt thank you from Ash Mufareh.
Are you kidding me right now? That's the excitement, Susie. She's like, guys, he didn't just say thank you for filling it out after we filled it out. He took 30 seconds to copy and paste a chat GPT message into the back office. I don't even know if it's him that does it. Like I was kind of under the impression this whole time. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. A lot of people used to think that Marty might have been doing the back office messages at first. That was before Marty was spelling often. All right? Because there was a time where he just had to put his name on the screen, so we didn't really know how badly he spelled until he came on and started doing the global and trying to write words out more often. And then it was like, hey, I don't think it's actually Marty because he can't spell anything. So I used to wonder if Chris is the one that updates the back office. Because sometimes the back office updates have been a little bit weird in the past, where it's like something they've talked about within the office updates. And I've said that, I feel like Bill Must and John White, stick up for Marty. Used to stick up for Marty and Chris in their streams and stuff like that's weird. So, I don't even think it's Ash that's posting back there. I think that, maybe he sends someone the message and then they put it back there. But I definitely don't think that Ash is writing them in the back office himself. And I highly doubt he even wrote that message himself. I don't know if he is dyslexic or if he just doesn't know how to spell it. But we used to tease him because he used to write global instead of global. His friends used to tease him about it too. So it's not like we picked on him or anything. But it was it became very apparent that he wasn't writing the back office messages because they didn't come with spelling errors. And I feel like even when he uses AI sometimes, there's spelling errors because the AI doesn't always pick up on those things. At least his doesn't. But I'm just kind of I don't know if it's Ash back there putting them in this. I really don't think it is Ash, writing them out himself. I don't know. Maybe you guys don't agree with me in the chat. Maybe some of you think Ash is going back there and, writing these out. I just really don't think it is. Yeah, shinning the light, exactly. We made fun of it for sure. So then when that stuff started happening, it was everyone was kind of well, obviously it's not Marty. But I don't think it was ever Ash either. I'm kind of with Dakaro on this. I'm somebody else is doing it for Ash, and I don't know how much Ash has to do with actually writing the message. I'm sure he tells them what he wants them to put up there to some degree, but I doubt that he's sending over that message and then the person's just copy past it. It's kind of weird. It could be his wife. You never know. It could be. I just don't think it's him. I don't think he spells the greatest either. So I'm kind of leaning towards, I don't think it's him.
And I am not surprised at all because I know his character, I know his
character.
integrity, I
What
know
integrity?
how he operates. By now, we should all.
What operates? When has he ever operated? The issue here is that nothing has started in 7 years. When have we seen him operate?
All know that, okay? So it was a beautifully well-written thank you, and he thanked us for our participation. He always also told us that they were gathering the information and how helpful this is going to be to shape things and to think about things, and that they're excited to share the results with us and what they've learned. This is perfect.
Oh, well, Ash is there. Ash has, made enough appearances. We know he's still there. He just gave Gersman the voice note telling him about survey. That's how we know about it. So Ash is still there. It's just funny that he hasn't shown his face at all since pretty much these problems with Marty arose. I'm wondering if he's almost too scared to come now and be faced with that because he knows that people will show up and ask him to talk about that. And to let them know what happened. I mean, they were doing it with Kamal. And he didn't even say their names, which was kind of weird. But telling. That told me a lot about his character. That apparently Susie here didn't pick up.
Perfect. Just like a thank you should be.
Oh, yeah.
So it got me.
Because after the way that you just saw him treat Marty, saying thank you makes him a good person. Interesting.
Thinking, have I been too stingy with my thank yous when people have done something for me?
You just said that you go on and on about getting a pen. I think you're good, Susie.
And
we're kind of like, calm down, woman.
It could be a gift. It could be time they spent. It could be running an errand or something that alleviated me from doing something. It doesn't necessarily have to be a physical.
It is good to practice being grateful and say thank you to people because life can get carried away. People get into autopilot mode. Like if my husband's going to the store, do I say, "Hey, can you grab me something?" and then he brings it home? I always make sure I thank. Thank you. Don't just expect it and then take it. Just the little things like that. I do agree that you should make sure to do those things in your life. There is a good conversation about how everybody should have gratitude and stay humble. It just using Ash as the example of that is where we go so terribly wrong, especially when we bring up words like integrity with it. And I'm like, integrity where? Company where?
Gift. So an example would be someone ran an errand for me that I
literally just listed off examples. That was one of them. But okay, yeah, no, go into detail now about
couldn't get to, and they stopped on their way.
Susie does the same thing. I feel that a lot of these founders do. Where it's almost like they infantilize the people that are in this thing in a weird way. And these webinars, it's like she's talking to a child. So she has to break down every single thing and explain it. And you're like, okay, you're not talking to a child. Like you listed off examples. You don't have to now be like, okay, well now let's go deeper into one of these examples so that you understand gratitude. Like, we're all adults here. I think we all know what that means. Sometimes you don't have to explain everything.
Thank you would be, a quick thank you is, thanks so much for running that errand for me. Yeah, that's nice. But isn't it more powerful and meaningful when you say, you know what? Thank you so much for doing that. You saved me time. You allowed me less stress in the day. I was able to do this and this. I really appreciate it. If there's anything I can do in return, let me know.
Yep.
And I don't always follow the things I say, but
that's why these things suck. None of you do. You're all a bunch of hypocrites.
It reminded me, Ash, that thank yous are so important. And you really wrote it and illustrated it so beautifully that you
She's like, I came on here to thank Ash for thanking us for kissing his ass when he asked us to.
it is heartfelt. You truly are thankful for our
Never said enough.
participation.
Just say thanks like a normal person. What the fuck? I know we had to have like a fucking 6-minute video on how great it is that Ash said thank you to us and then how we can thank people. It's like, Lord, Susie, this is unnecessary.
You told us why. You told us what you're going to do with the information and that you're going to get.
Not really. He just kind of said that it was collected and that he'd be sharing it with us. I mean, I guess he kind of said it would help him with the next steps. But like I keep saying, I'm not really sure how. Because it was just, are you loyal to me? Do you have blind faith in me? Will you stay here forever no matter what I do? That's all I saw. You know? I can't wait to hear the survey results. I'm just dying to know what a bunch of low IQ OnPassivians think about things. Truly groundbreaking insights to be had. Right? It's like we know what answers they gave. Like, if someone gave me a novel every time I did something for them, I'd never do anything ever again. See, there's such thing as like going overboard too, right? Where it almost seems like the person's doing it to be sarcastic. Like that's how I would feel. If someone goes overboard in that way, it feels very love bomby. You know, it feels the same as when I get love bombed. Oh my God, thank you so much for doing that thing. I like so appreciate it. Because you did that, I can get to do this. And I'm like, okay. Like, fine, I won't do it anymore. Like, is it just me? I don't know. I'd wonder though. I'd be like, I think this person is fucking with me now.
You know, come back together with us. So I think
especially if I just gave them a damn pen. And it wasn't gold. Okay? I'd be like, calm down, it's just a pen.
All of that is just wonderful. And I'm just looking at the end of it. Your voice is helping shape what comes next, and trust us, what's next is worth staying tuned for. With gratitude, and it's not just from Ash.
Again, if the questions of the survey were along the lines of, hey, I was thinking of releasing another video conferencing app. Do you think that should be our next product? And then you answered like, yes, no. And then there was an answer that said, I have a better idea. And then you could like fill it in. Then that would make sense. But we saw the questions. They're just basically like, are you with us? Are you in it to win it? Do you believe in our journey? Like, what do you mean? How does that help in anything? It just tells them that everybody is indoctrinated. Basically, that's all he wanted to know. Have I fully indoctrinated you into this thing? Right? Just do whatever I want now and you will stay. And you all went, yep. It is very sarcastic and condescending. I wouldn't be able to take it in another way at that point. You know, like there's doing too much of it. I feel like Susie really reached that with the pen, you know? All right, bitch, give me back my pen. Like, that's what would have happened. Because I would have been like, this is too much. All right, like I could write novels with this pen. Okay, calm down. Susie is really, well, yeah, I don't know if she's stupid. She is educated. And she has had a career, so she has to have some kind of intelligence. But I will agree that she has a hard time realizing that not everyone is exactly like her. And she almost seems like everybody needs everything broken down into very small pieces. And sometimes when she talks to people, it's like this. And I'm like, Susie, why are you kind of talking like this to everyone? Like you were a kindergartner teacher for 50 years and didn't learn how to talk any other way. You know, it's not as bad as like when Robin Noble talks and gets like, especially when she really gets going and like scolds us. And we're like, oh my God, what did we do wrong? It's not that bad, right? But like, I can't help but like still feel a bit of that with Susie. It's just Susie's not doing it to talk down to you the same way Robin scolds you. Hers is more like she thinks everyone else is stupid. Oh, come on. She's dumb as a brick. You've heard her talk. She's dumb about lots of things. She's very naive, very gullible. Doesn't take much to make her excited. You could argue that those are signs of lack of intelligence. But she's obviously educated in other ways. So I know that she should have critical thinking somewhere in that brain. Right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, Susie, where does that go when you're doing these webinars or when you're hearing Ash talk? Like every single person, pretty much, you would have to be like really low IQ to not have the ability to critically think, at least a little bit. Yeah, common sense is not common. And to be intelligent does not equate to common sense. And that's the thing, is that there's different types of intelligence. Right? I think that's what we're talking about here, basically. Is that there are different types of intelligence. There's like book smarts versus street smarts, but it gets deeper than that. You know, there's emotional intelligence. And all, like, we could just go on and on and on forever and really talk about and break down who Susie is as a person if you really wanted to, but that would be another hour of the stream. I kind of want to get to Marty because this is almost done. But I think that's part of the issue here, is that a lot of people maybe have a lot of book smarts or they're intelligent in their field, but then they maybe lack some critical thinking skills. Right? It's a different part of your brain, maybe. Maybe you don't use those skills as much as you should be. A lot of these skills are things that you have to constantly use or else you lose them. It's like learning a language. You never speak it, then you forget it. Well, your brain works in the same way. It's the same with like memory. All right? You start to get older, you have to actually work on your memory skills constantly so that you don't lose them. This is why it's good in the old folks' home to have them doing like puzzles and crosswords and stuff. People think old people just get old and then they go do puzzles and shit. No, it's also because you are told, especially at old age, to really like hone in on those skills and make sure that you don't lose your ability of thinking, your memory, these critical thinking skills. Because different parts of your brain will kind of stop working if you're not using these skills. And it's just good to like keep up with them. So I feel like, you know, Susie has to have some intelligence of some kind in there. You know, she's pretty well spoken. You know, she uses proper English and whatnot. And we know that she has had a career. So it's just, apparently they never taught her not to join a scam.
It's from Ash and the team.
What a cult.
I just love this. Thank you. This wasn't just a quick pop-up in the back office.
Kind of was, though. That's kind of all it was.
Oh, thank you. I encourage you all to go back and read it. It was written from his heart, from him and his team. It had meaning, and we were really thanked in a very meaningful way.
You're doing too much.
That's it for now. Hope everyone's having a great day, and we'll see you soon. Love you all. Mwah.
Oh, I didn't consent again. You keep doing that to me. Oh, Susie, I don't know if she'll ever see the light. I worry that she'll just follow Ash Mufareh forever until the end of time. I love Susie and Aliens too. Jesus Christ, Sam. She does get like the big eyes going though, and people are like, Susie looks insane today. And I'm like, yeah, poor Susie. Well, I think it's time that we get on to the last segment here, which is the part that I'm sure everybody has just been dying and waiting for.
about to whip somebody's ass.
WTF.
WTF. You know? I don't know why we're on. We ruined it. WTF. I thought that was very, very fitting, actually. Let's play it one more time.
I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
WTF.
So fitting today, I feel. So fitting. So your hypothesis is that Susie used to be. I never said really smart. I never said that. That's not what I said. I said that there's different types of intelligence. And obviously she has some kind of intelligence somewhere in order to work. You know? I'm just saying. You know? But yeah, even stupid people like Susie can't end up with decent careers. It is true. But I feel like Susie did need to have to go to school for hers, so she has to have some kind of at least book smarts with something. That is what I'm saying. I never said she used to be really super duper smart or the smartest woman in the world. I just said she obviously is not an 80 IQ. You know, like she's all right. Scams also don't really like to sign up really, really dumb people, believe it or not. Even though they seem really dumb, cognitive dissonance does that. But you know, today, Marty actually went at Ash. Marty went at Ash today. So I, of course, thought that we would give that a watch. And what I've done is I just have the parts. So it's less than 10 minutes. And I just have the parts that are important. We're not going to watch every single video that he plays because there's no point. It's useless to what we're talking about.
Hello, everybody. The 8th of August. Anyway, once again, thank you for all your support. Please share this video. I'm not getting any help from within. As you all know, I have become the black sheep.
Oh, no.
From the top to the bottom, really quick.
Randy's webinar is the dumbest conversation I have ever heard, and I used to work for the U.S. Navy. Wait until you find out that you will now have to listen to him talk without taking a breath for the next 2 hours. The man, I swear, he takes one breath at the beginning and then just talks.
It's okay, though. It's okay. It's amazing.
This is Marty.
But no one's talking to me. The leaders, Mr. Mufareh. And guess what? Swear to God, I don't know why.
Still doesn't know.
I don't know. Only what I was told about money. People give me money because I was helping me pay my bills.
It is dumb.
I'm transparent. Everybody knows what's going on. And I said, I'll pay everybody back. No one.
I mean, more transparent than Ash is. You gotta give him that.
Approached me about anything. Just left me high and dry for no reason. 6 years before, 6.5, they don't matter. Who I've helped, who I've worked with.
This gets really sad. I am going to say I'm a huge softie. And this is the part of MLMs that I hate the most. Because here's the thing. This is a cult cycle. And this is what MLM cults do. And they usually do get rid of somebody at the top at some point. And it's a huge fall from grace. And it is really shitty. I think for anyone. You guys know I don't like to dehumanize people. You know? I don't like to dehumanize the people, even if they are kind of scammy. Like Marty has helped Ash get a lot of people into this company. But he's regretting that now, but still, it did happen. But still watching this, I'm like, oh man, this sucks, you know? Because I hate this part of MLMs where people realize that all of these people that were smiling and they were your family for many years in this case, and so many other cases, that all of them were fake and they were just using you. to be the downline or the upline. And that's it. And none of them are your friends. And now that you leave, whether you get booted, whether you decide that you can't do it anymore and you want to go, there have been some cases where people have tried to leave like amicably with these things from the top, where they've been like, listen, I think I'm done here. I've been here for, 5-6 years. I think I'm going to move on and I'm just going to leave, and, but we're still cool. Everything's good. I just please give my downline to the next in line, and I gotta go do other things, Maybe they have someone in their private life that comes up, like they have to take care of an ill parent or something. And they're like, I'm not gonna have the time to do this anymore. I gotta go figure something else out. And they've literally gone to the MLM, like the CEOs, the top people there, and told them this. And been like, we're cool though, like no hard feelings, nothing, like we should be able to shake hands and still be good. And as soon as they walk out that door, hypothetical door, as Marty would say, the hypothetical door, soon as they're gone, the same thing happens as what Marty's going through right now. Don't talk to that person. No matter what, when you leave, you get like excommunicated, and literally nobody talks to you anymore. And it doesn't matter why, is my point. It wouldn't have mattered if Ash kicked Marty out or if Marty just left himself. So do know, if you're in OnPassive in future and you ever want to go and move on, or you just can't pay for this new payment, this new buy-in, you are going to be treated the same way. I need people in this thing to start understanding that. There is no leaving on good terms in an MLM, in a cult, unfortunately. MLMs are commercial cults, and just like religious cults that tell people to stop talking to their own blood family members, their own children, their own parents, their own cousins, their aunts, their uncles, sometimes their own spouse. Divorces have happened because one person in the marriage has been like, I don't want to be in this anymore. And then the other person is told, okay, divorce them, leave them. They obviously don't care about your success. Like, these things tear apart families, friendships, everything. It's awful. And to me, it's one of the worst parts about it. One of the worst parts. But just know, that happens to Marty. Nobody else was as close to Ash as he was. Nobody's safe. Even though it sucks watching it happen to him. But if you are watching this, like I keep saying, no matter how you feel about Marty right now and what's going on, it's valid.
It's really sad. And I want people to know that. I mean, share this. It's just fact.
Even if you're like, fuck him.
Somewhere around the 4th of July, Chris left the show, and no one talks to me. I asked one person, can you find out what's going on? Yeah. Whoever they went to, told them, don't talk to him ever again. Went to my 2 closest friends online, Mike and Dan. They said, this doesn't make sense. A Christian wouldn't do that. I agree. If you find out anything, would you please let me know? They must have found out something, that I've got leprosy. They never said a word after 15 years. 15 years working with these guys. Hours and hours and hours and hours of marketing, trying stuff, doing different stuff. I'm dead to everybody, at least the leaders and Mr. Mufareh, which is the biggest shock. So he was a bad judgment of character for 6.5 years, but in the last 4 weeks, I'm the worst that ever walked, and so is Robin.
I wish that you had seen that with Muhammad Kamal. Because we tried to say that. We tried to say, look, he talked up Muhammad Kamal and that tech team like they were the best people in the entire world, the top guys he could hire, right? And then all of a sudden, they were thieves. They were awful. They were using him. They didn't do his job. They stole from him. They were this, they were that. But he didn't name them. But it was still very much the same sort of thing. You know?
Who did nothing either. For a fact. It's really sad.
It is.
Wouldn't have been so bad if he called me and told me, and I said, okay, I'll try to rectify whatever it is. He seems to tell everybody I know. That's a lie. I swear to God, I don't know, other than what I was told. And if that's it, do you know all the people that have raised money for someone else? Everyone. Ash gave me money.
That is part of like why I'm kind of like, well, that's weird that he would be mad that Marty took money, because like he donated more than anyone did. Like that's why it's weird. It's a weird thing.
When I first met Ash, I said he wanted to help me with stuff. I said, look, I don't want you because you're a rich friend. I want you as a CEO and a family. That's what I told him. Has he helped me? Yes. But I didn't know it was going to backfire on me. I would have never did. I wouldn't have took a dime.
I think that Marty was too popular, and people liked Marty almost as much as they liked Ash. Maybe they were closer to Marty than Ash. And oftentimes in cults, they will get rid of somebody that they see as a threat. Ickengar got rid of Darwin Gross. Happens all the time. Mother God went through how many father gods until she finally landed on the father god of now, which is Jason Castillo. It's kind of like a power play to kick out somebody that's in a high position. And like I said, it shows the rest of the cult that they have to all fall in line. Otherwise, this will happen. And it happens in every single high control group. Like almost every single high control group out there has had a situation very similar to this. And it's usually like their top right-hand guy that they get rid of too. You know? A lot of people think that it's based off of the story in the Bible, but I don't know. Depends how religious you are, I guess.
Throw all this away for a few $100, $1,000 maybe? That might be what you want to ask Ash. Why didn't he come to me? He had no problem writing it in the back office, embarrassing me and my family, Robin, her family, blindsided. And this is from a guy that says, uplift humanity. Company built with heart.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, you had to see it. My OTEC pros. I understand you don't want to talk to me because you don't want to get involved, but we've got years together.
Mm-hmm.
Marcianne, everyone. I can only say this is fact. I don't know. Was never asked. Was never approached. That's it. And put more names in the back office in front of 1 million people.
I do think that at the very least, Ash should have talked to him. Like, he does at least deserve him an explanation at least.
Did I steal millions? Did I try to fold the company? Or did I try to help build the company? Did I keep people motivated for 6.5 years during all this time that takes time? Was there a bigger cheerleader than me? If there is, let me know who it is. I haven't met him.
I mean, it's one of the problems, I think, Marty, is that you were the biggest cheerleader, but I think you had the most support besides Ash. You know, people were going to you for answers more than they were going to him for answers. And even though it seemed like he was fine with you being that position at the time, I'm not really sure if he was. You know, it might have been bothering him the whole time. You know, he kind of already got you to get rid of Red off of your show, I feel like. Don't know what really that was about, but that was a little bit weird, right? And you should have kind of known that there was stuff brewing back then. Obviously, something weird is going on, you know? Like maybe all of you should have kind of been on guard. And don't worry, I personally think that the next one to go will end up being Chris if somebody else leaves. You know, because Chris keeps asking Ash for money for Seeds Academy and stuff. I'm pretty sure that's a scam. And right now, you know, Chris is kind of the next guy that people know as the next guy after you, right? So everyone's going to be going to him. And I don't know if Ash will want to put up with all his prayer stuff either, to be honest.
This is the payback?
I mean, Ash wants to be the one they're praying to. That's what I mean. I mean, like, Ash won't want to put up with it because they pray to a god. And Ash likes being the center of attention and the one that's getting all the praise. So, like, that kind of thing would bother him. Like, religion doesn't come up unless Ash is using it to make him look good. Like, the only time he brings it up is when he's like, God sent me here. Like, to help all of you. I was sent by God. You know what I mean? And, like, every once in a while, he'll be like, oh, Allah and God's on our side and blah, blah, blah. But again, that's just to make him look good. He doesn't really do, like, prayers or anything, because I think he knows that if he started to pray with everyone, I would for sure be like, okay, now you are a full-fledged cult, fuck you. Even though I've been saying that the whole time, he'd have a harder time denying it. But I also think, you know, he likes being the one that's getting all the praise. I don't know how long he's going to be okay with Chris doing all these prayers to an actual God, you know.
This is how I'm treated?
Yep.
And if Ash was the man he said he is, he should put a post there and said, look, I shouldn't have put this out in the open. I should have approached Marty. That's what he'd have done to me.
But that's not what he thinks. And he's made that clear by not doing that. And for just doing the survey and thanking everyone and moving on. He's showing everybody he doesn't have integrity.
If the tables were turned, that's facts. Just don't get it. I hear all these channels bad-mouthing Ash for the last 6 years. I'm defending, fighting. People say something. No, don't say that. Take that down. I spent years doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day, it's over. And no one, so-called leaders and friends and family members, talk to me like a Dan. If I find out anything, I'll let you know. That's what Dan said. He'd have to message with Ash. He must have found out something, and they believed it. Nobody came to my defense. No one. And a lot of...
So Dan was the friend that was supposed to go and find out from Ash what happened. And then all of a sudden, Dan and Mike didn't talk to him anymore.
You were on the poop list with Ash, and I defended people. If I saw that I could.
Yeah, and they didn't defend you because you were positioned at the top, Marty. And if you get knocked down, they think they all get bumped up one. You have to understand, all of you don't care about stepping on other people to get ahead. So that's the problem.
Anyway, that's fact. As long as I'm getting slammed every...
Yes, this is from today.
day, my YouTube channel's falling because of a statement that was the wrong thing to do. I don't care who Ash is. That's wrong. Humiliate me and Robin in front of our family and friends and everybody. Has everybody turned on us? And Ash goes, they know. Mr. Mufareh, swear on that. Because I'm swearing I do not know. Except about collecting money. I didn't collect anything. People gave it to me. And I used it to pay bills. And even the last bit of money you gave, it's in the other room in Dawn's drawer, waiting for the mortgage to settle what we can do.
I don't know what that means. I think it might have been more about that. I know that they keep trying to make it about this $1,000 that he allegedly collected for his bills, but I think that maybe it's about the fact that you were given money to pay your mortgage and it didn't go directly onto your mortgage. Ash probably doesn't understand what's going on with all that, right? Pretty sure they just rent a condo. So he wouldn't understand that you now have to like make a deal with the mortgage company and the bank to decide like how much you'll be paying back and how much you're going to owe and if you lose your house. I don't know if he understands all that stuff. So maybe, I don't know. I don't really understand it all because you would think that if you got a bunch of money that you could have just taken it in and paid it. Be like, hey, listen, I know that I'm in the red. This is what I can pay right now. And then take it from there. That probably would have been better. It sounds weird when you're like, we need to find out what can be done. It sounds like you're then going to take some of that money and use it for something else. And you're only going to pay to the mortgage what they, like the minimum of what they expect. That might be some of the issue here. Maybe to make this better, you should either tell Ash Mufareh that you'll give him the money back, which, you know, take what you've given into this company out of it first, maybe. I don't know. But, yeah, or go pay the mortgage with it. And then kind of be like, you know, what do I owe now after this payment? How can he relate when he has $108 million? Exactly. Because here's the thing, Marty, like, even with, if you work out a payment plan with your mortgage, there's going to be interest on this. So if you have a large lump sum to go pay right now, that would be a great idea to bring down the bill. Whereas if you wait and you're just doing it in these installments, these payments, every time there's going to be probably a late fee added. There's probably going to be interest added. Other fees, like filing fees and shit, are going to be added. You know what I'm saying? So, like, then you end up having to pay more in the long run. So it's always best to pay the most you can up front. And maybe that's part of the issue here. You know? How can he relate when he has $108 million? Right. If Marty was buying 15 months, whatever small amount Ash gave him wouldn't have made a dent in it. Most likely Marty is losing the house. And that's what I mean. It sounds like Marty might be losing the house, and he maybe is saving that money for the next place so that he has somewhere to go. But the thing is, if that's what's going on, then he needs to be honest about that, and maybe he hasn't been. Maybe he didn't tell Ash, okay, I'm putting the money in Dawn's drawer, which also then it doesn't collect interest, so that doesn't help. If it is a few thousand, maybe it could collect some interest if you put it in the savings for a bit. I don't know. What do I know? What do I fucking know, okay? But I'm just saying, I'm no financial advisor or anything, but in the drawer, it's not going to do much. Okay? It's not going to do much. If you do want to get out of this, the best thing would probably be, I know it would suck, but maybe give the money back to Ash, even though he's still $108 million. You know? Lily says, probably right. Would it be best then if you gave the money back to Ash? I don't know if you should give it back, though. I don't know if you should give it back, but maybe he didn't tell Ash that it was in the drawer. And I could see Ash being like, well, why the fuck would you put it in the drawer, to be fair, you know? Like, because even I'm wondering, why would you take that and then put it in Dawn's drawer? Like, just like I was saying, why would Ash take $108 million and put it in his wife's bank account? I'm saying, and why would Marty take money and then put it in Dawn's drawer? What are you guys doing? Like, what is this? Take money and then you hide it with your wife? I don't understand this. My husband, if he was going to steal money, which he would never do, but if he was going to, I would have no clue about it. I wouldn't even know. All of a sudden, we would just have extra stuff, and I would be very confused. Because that's what you do. When you actually love your family, by the way. I just say it. Okay, I'm just saying, don't drag everybody in. That's not good. If you want to go break the law, go break the damn law, but like leave me out of it, damn it. Right? Listen, I had an ex like that. I had an ex that was not very good. And that was always my thing. I hate you. You want to go do fucking stupid shit? You go do shit. I'll be at college. See you later. So, you know, don't bring your family in on things like that if you're doing shady business with money there. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That, again, shows lack of integrity. And since we keep talking about that today. But maybe if Marty was more honest about what he was doing with this money in Don's drawer, then maybe he wouldn't be in this situation. I'm just trying to help you understand, Marty, what happened here. Because I'm worried that you're like how I used to be. I used to be like you. In the sense that I used to not be able to move on until the other person gave me some kind of closure. It took me a very long time to learn that you don't need that from other people. You can just find that on your own without them. And I probably learned that when I went no contact with my own family several years ago. And sometimes you just got to get your own closure and move on. You know, even if it's from family. Sometimes you do. I did a community tab post the other day where I told people not to cut off their family members based on who they voted for. And I got a comment from someone that was like, listen, I've been trying with my family since 2016, but like I can't do it anymore. And I was like, well, then maybe this post ain't for you. See, I'm not talking to the people that are actually trying. Talking to the people that don't try, okay, they just immediately cut off contact. But like the people who get their first hey hun message from one of their friends and they go, oh, well, my friend's in an MLM. Guess we're not friends anymore. Don't do that. You know, like try to keep it open. But if line of communication hurts you and is fucking with your peace, no, that's more important. Then, yeah, sometimes you do have to cut people off. I'm all about that life too, but only if you need to for yourself. Right? And sometimes planting the seed, that's all it takes. But Marty might not be able to move on from this unless, in his mind, Ash and him have a conversation where they work this out. And I just don't know if that's ever going to happen. Because Ash is the type of guy that likes to run away with his tail between his legs and hide. And then pretend like nothing ever happened. Not exactly the type of guy that's going to come and sit down with you and have a talk and be like, okay, how can we work this out? Because he even did that with the SEC. I'm surprised that they might have reached some kind of an agreement with him. I'm sure that that was absolute hell.
That's facts. Anyway, let's move on. Spam. Let's get more upbeat. I'm not going to sit here and just take it every day.
Yes. I do not think that you should just stay here and take it every day, Marty. What are you going to do? Speak out, Marty. I think you should blast all of them. Hello, Mr. Level. Good to see you. Blast them all.
Lost everybody. Lost all my friends. Because it's something he did wrong. I know people think he walks on water and you can't make a mistake. He's human.
Go, Marty.
But he can rectify it. You don't have to talk to me. We don't have to be family. Obviously, we weren't family no matter how many times he said it.
So Marty now sees Ash as a human instead of a god. That's good news. A little bit of progress. Doesn't mean he's going to leave MLMs completely, but, you know, is that a Randy Schroeder fucking live right now?
You wouldn't do this to your family. You wouldn't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't do this to my enemy. Anyway, I want to do an inspiring story every day. I think that'd be cool if I have time, because I'm running it to the last second. Here you go. It's a starfish story.
Hey guys, this is a starfish story.
The starfish story. One morning, after a fierce storm, a man walked along a beach, littered with thousands of starfish washed ashore. In the distance, he saw a boy picking them up one by one, gently throwing each back into the sea. The man laughed. There are miles of beach and thousands of starfish. You can't possibly make a difference. The boy bent down, picked up another starfish, and tossed it into the waves. He smiled and said, "It made a difference to that one."
Chris says, I have a good starfish story.
Morale. You may not.
No, that's moral. The moral of the story, not the morale of the story. I mean, it could be. I don't think that's what you're trying to say, though.
Not change the whole world, but you can change someone's world today, and that matters.
Today isn't written there. Where'd you get today from?
If you got value from this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss what's next.
Who's this lady? So this is what Marty's doing now, these short little stories. I had to keep one in for you, so I kept the shortest one in. Because this is his pride and joy here, these short inspirational stories. This is what he wants to spend his time doing now, apparently. But at the end of all of his videos now is this lady, and it's like, who's this bitch? I don't know who this is. Marty, who is it? Like, why don't you just show up at the end and go, hey, make sure you like and subscribe if this resonated with you? You know, like, what is she doing here? Like, the thing is, people are going to see this girl. They're going to be like, damn, yeah, I'll like and subscribe for that girl. And then they're going to realize that it's, you know, because they'll be like, yeah.
Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it.
Oh, wait, who's this guy? You know? And they summon for the girl, but then they get Marty, you know? Hello, Retro. Good to see you. I hope you're having a good one. And it literally is just like, I don't know. Maybe that's misleading. Maybe he's catfishing. Maybe he's the one catfishing Chris. I don't know. But all I know is that some guys out there are going to fall for it. And they are literally going to be like, oh yeah, I'll subscribe to that girl. Because he also uploads these by themselves, right? So that's what I'm thinking of. Obviously, the people that watch during his live stream know it's his. But when he uploads it just that, it's going to end up on some guy's timeline. Some poor dude is going to be like, hey, yeah, she's hot. You know, subscribe to her. She kind of looks like Eveline Scene Free or whoever I made up there that one time where we trolled you. But they'll be like, yeah, let's subscribe. And then they're going to end up with Marty talking about whatever Randy's trying to show now. They'll be highly disappointed. We'll all be unsubscribing. What are we subscribing for? Chris says, I guess these motivational videos. I bet Don is jealous. Oh, yeah. Marty's thirst trap in the men. He's like, first I get them with this woman, and then I tell them about the opportunity. I got no value. I'm sure that's not true. Don't be like that, Sam.
Anyway, that was a pretty nice little story. That'll also be on the YouTube channel.
He's like so excited about it. That was such a nice little story. Upload it.
I have today.
Do you have scabies? Like, what's going on, Marty?
Hey, I did a story, a 3-minute clip about Dr.
No, seriously, like, what's going on? Maybe you should get that checked. So this isn't the first time you've been digging at your arm there. You know? You know? Happy late birthday, Retro! I have the kiddo home for the summer, so I'm very, very busy. I'll come hang out soon.
Dispenza, and he's known for breaking the habits of being yourself.
Breaking the habits of being yourself. Something Marty hasn't learned yet, but he'll teach all of us with this short video. This one I'm not playing because I watched it and I was like, okay, this is just like all the other videos that we've played on here 100 times, where some guy says something that he thinks is profound and he puts it in a 3-minute video, kind of similar to the story, right?
In 3 minutes. Let me play that for you.
Say 3 minutes.
Pretty cool, right?
Pretty cool
stuff. It's to bunch it all together. Thank you, AI.
Now, if you're going to do 3-minute videos, may I suggest that you do them as YouTube shorts instead? You know, I don't know if you can get the same AdSense on those. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Does Marty want a 20-something sitting on his lap? Like Joe, like that story you shared today, that was hilarious. Joe shared a story today from Reddit of a girl whose dad was dating a girl that was much younger than her, early 20s. And he was having a party with her friends coming over and his friends coming over to kind of hook up his buddies with her friends. So she showed up to the party with an even older guy than her dad. And it was like, touche. I think she won. I'm just saying. This is great. We need to screen grab this face of Marty's right now. He looks like a frog. Ribbit. Jesus.
Helped me a lot. You got to tweak it all the time because it may not be saying what you want, but it works very well.
Yeah, they're all AI videos. So it's like Marty's all proud that he can put a prompt into AI for a video to motivate people. But then when he comes out in a stream, he just sits and plays the videos. So I get you're doing these videos to motivate people. That's fine and dandy and everything. I'm not even all that mad about the AI, although I do find it very annoying, the AI videos. But you should know that YouTube is trying to stop people from uploading them. So you might want to lay off on making all these 3-minute AI videos because you're going to end up demonetized or losing your channel over it. So there's that, right? Literally, there's that. But it's like,
Okay, here's AI headline news.
Hit that.
Yeah, AI headline news. That's what we need. We need AI to give us AI news. It's like AI inception at that point. You know? I love you too, Retro, but be good.
There you go. 15 minutes, 16 minutes.
See, that one was 16 minutes long of an AI video. So if you upload that onto YouTube, YouTube's probably going to be like, yeah, no, this guy's doing all these AI videos. Get him out of here. But what's the point in the streams? Like, this stream was fun because he yelled at Ash, and we were all very appreciative of that. But without that, Marty, you're literally just coming on here and you're going, hey, I'm on here. How are you guys? I'm doing shitty. Everyone hates me. Here, watch this video. Like, that's not good for you. That's gotta mess with the morale. I love you, Lamar. I don't understand because is it not enough that they watch the video? And I just feel like a lot of people are going to watch it during your live stream and then they're not going to go and watch it when you upload it. So I don't understand what we're doing. Like, if anything, come on, tell people that you're uploading the video. Ask them to watch it. But don't play it during the live stream. Then they're going to be like, okay, well, I saw it. Like, they're not going to go watch it again. Well, actually, in OnPassive, they might watch it 30 times. Never mind.
I'm going to go now, prepare stuff for tomorrow, and make sure all these videos get put out. I want to thank you very much for being here. If you could share this video, I'd appreciate it. I want to thank everybody behind the scenes that really, really, truly cared about me. That came out, definitely. Let me try to get this back in focus.
Poor Marty.
Oh, well. Anyway, thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow.
I must hope that he doesn't, in a way. So it's like, oh, Marty, go and enjoy your life after MLMs. Go and try not to be in an MLM for a little bit. That's what I want you to do. I don't want you to be in a Randy Schroeder meeting right now. Okay? Even if it's not Talk Fusion. We just don't need Randy and whatever crap he's selling. It's bullshit. Don't do it. Right? Don't do that. But I want you to literally just try 1 week. of not doing an online business where you're just enjoying your family, your wife, set up an activity or two. Is it still summer where you are? Do you have all of August like I do still? Spend that time with your family. Go see what it's like to not have obligations for a little bit. Maybe you need a reset even before you do your next thing. Just think about trying it out. Just seeing what life is like when you're not attached to the computer 24/7. Just paying attention to how you can make money online. Go enjoy your family. Just try to do it for like a week where you're not scamming people on the internet. Don't look for other scams. Find other things to watch on YouTube. You like inspirational videos? YouTube's full of them. Go watch some. Maybe you can learn how to make yours better. If you want, hone up on a skill or something, even be one that you plan on using in future when you return to the internet to do this again. But just try not to go live for a while and do anything like this. Out here promoting stuff. Just try to go and enjoy your retirement for a bit without MLMs. You haven't been out of multi-level marketing scheme in 20 years, according to you. It's a long time. I want to know if maybe you see a new world. There's a whole world off of the internet. And they don't know what happened with you and Ash. You could go make friends in your neighborhood right now that will actually matter. It will actually matter. Today I streamed late because I was at the pool for a while with my daughter and her friend. I had a whole morning with my family where I didn't even think of this place. I tend to do that all morning, every morning. Where I'm just not online for a while. I know I have posts that go up. I set them the night before. Or sometimes a couple days before if I'm, in a real big writing mood. I can usually get a few days popped off at a time. Because, I write those. People are like, you put an emoji on there. I'm like, I just found the emojis on my computer. I'm very excited about it. Okay, I'm very excited I found the damn emojis. Apparently I've been able to do emojis the whole time. And I love putting random emojis in places. I don't really do it with the community tab posts though, but I gotta start doing it with the Hun posts more now. I got so excited. I was like, I can write like a Hun again. But just go and try and live life, off of this thing. Get off YouTube for a while. It's good for everyone to log off of YouTube sometimes. Trust me. Some people really need it. But that is it for our amazing Marty going off at Ash. That was from today. So if you want to go and watch it again, feel free. You really only have to watch until he goes to play the first video. After that, he doesn't really say much. He just thanks everyone who was actually there for him, You know what I mean? Sam says, pay your mortgage. Yeah, maybe go do that. Thank you, Retro. But he can't work, though. Or he chooses not to work. Well, he claims he's too disabled to work. I don't know what's wrong with Marty. He doesn't look like he's in the best of health, and he was just in the hospital 4 times. So, let's lay off on that. I'm telling him not to work. He's supposed to be, in retirement age right now. He's 65. All right, here you retire at 65. You stop working. You go and you enjoy your family. I want him to do that. But that was him going at Ash. And that was it this week for...
I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
WTF.
Yep, and that is it for this week's FriYAY with the Sayers of Nay. That is all I've got for you today. And it is getting late. It is 11 p.m. It is 11 p.m. There is probably not going to be a FriYAY next week because, like I said, I'm going in tomorrow morning to go to bed. To go to bed after this. I'm going in tomorrow morning for another surgery, oral surgery. So I will be out of commission for a little while. And I am probably going to be enjoying my summer a little bit. So I don't think I will have time to set up for a FriYAY next week. But there will be lots of streams. I hope that we can discuss Chris's road trip and go through it and see, him meeting Mike and Dan. I hope they recorded lots of videos together. Probably not many, though. But we'll see what he's been up to and all of that stuff. And I got other things planned. I want us to get into some Eckankar stuff again. I think it's time. We need to start discussing that. Check out my last video on Eckankar if you haven't yet, please. Please, please do. I hope that all of you have a fabulous, amazing rest of your weekend. And I'm probably not going to be doing much for Monday. There might be a video out, but there won't be a stream because I'm probably still going to be resting. I'm going to be out of commission for like 3 to 4 days after this. So yeah, good times for all. I hope that all of you stay well. I'll be around. I'll be in the Discord. If you're a member, I will be posting up the link to the Discord tonight. So it will be there tomorrow as well. Make sure that you come and join us. We have a great time in the Discord. You don't want to miss out on it. It is great, great fun for the whole family. So make sure that you come and hang out with us in there. Also, maybe you get extra info about what's going on with OnPassive in real time instead of having to wait for when I go live. And some people seem to really like the ability to post about it in real time, which I don't mind. I love it. Keep posting about it, It's great fun. So you get to come do that. So if that makes you want to come join, then you can come and join us. It's a good time for all. A good time for all. Thank you so much, everybody. Again, have a fabulous, fabulous night. And I will see you sometime mid-next week for a stream. I love all your faces. And like always, we're in it to win it. Good night, everyone.
My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke. If that's a call. Hey.
Friend.
That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own. And it breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufareh. If you're rude, if you've been doubting or spying, or we know who you are.
Stop going there. She wants to be the first to make us look silly.
Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there asking for a debate. That's the lady I brought on. Her debate was screaming at Ash. And another Queen of Karma asking about why don't we answer the question. I think we've answered that over and over again.
I've been answering them over and over. It's not the answer you want, but call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke.
Alright, this is a great way to start your day. Come here and tune in to crazy men talking about their experiences. My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
And I'm your friend.
Have a good weekend, everyone. See you next week.
That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it.
I love all of you.
It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name's Ash Mufareh.
The drama today.
Stop doing that.
Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there.
My name's Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
Let's go to Guyana.